playing this D&D game now, though.
Shit.
No, let me roll this one thing. Maybe not those numbers.
Yet, so
This is also true. I'm not giving him
That
a
might
6.
be because I'm preoccupied.
I can see that.
Oh my god. That is so frightening.
I'm pretty
This
sure
is the last thing you see before you die.
I believe that.
By the way,
That
Siren,
sounds
I'm alright
right.
with this.
That's me. My name's Siren. Hello.
you don't have a 20, but you have some pretty good numbers.
Damn it.
Are we ready to play?
Yeah.
Oh, ja.
We good to play?
Who?
I think
We playing?
I
Yes.
think we're
We playing the
good.
game?
Yeah.
I think it's game time.
I think it's game time.
We're ready.
I think it's time to say the thing. Hello, oh fuck.
Oh,
Never mind.
Game's cancelled.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
rude.
canceled tonight.
Cancel
is
the game.
Definitely a cursed night.
Yeah.
100%.
Hello, not travelers. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Oh man, that was rough. It is. Oh, it's rough.
It's already been a rough night, y'all.
I'm
Us
sorry.
in the future. No, it's fine.
Oh, it's not your fault.
We all had, well, most all of us had
I
computer
think literally
problems.
every single one of us had a technical
Yeah.
issue.
She feels
Yeah.
so bad.
Who?
I mean,
Me.
Again,
You?
not your fault.
third
We
person?
all had issues.
I talk in third person a lot now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
New.
That's a nice
Development.
noted. All right, well, let's fucking play D&D. We cannot wait any longer. This has been
Fuck.
too long.
I'm
It's
so
been-
nervous.
me speedrunning this shit of Chance's sheet. I'm not even gonna put anything. I'm just gonna name it Chance and then move on.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons. Shopping.
We got
Wait,
Oh.
Benji, you recording?
We got back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
important. Should probably make
Kind of
sure of
is.
that. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, we got back from the Feywild. Merritt and Penn and Nor went shopping and kind of just out on the town and tried to find out how long they'd been gone. And talked with Gio about going to Secco. And then we went back home, and not a lot happened.
I mean, talks, but
It was a short episode. There was a hurricane.
there sure was. We ended on time. That's why it was a short episode.
And we ended off with Rezlon Reverence in Rezlon's room. Hey, what's up? Okay. All right.
We need to get Delta. You yelled at us for cursing this lobby, but you have done this. God, can we need to go and then just deal with this later.
Hold
You
on.
mean you don't want to stare at this while the whole Revlon thing's happening?
I'm gonna change it. Things
Does
are gonna
Rezlon
move.
have a
Don't
room?
worry about that.
What do you
Just-
mean? This is his room.
This is just carpeting.
It looks like this. You enter the room and it's just Lily.
Reverend turns around and walks out.
That's. He's just like, wait, no. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Here's the real thing. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh
Where's
man.
this skull?
So,
another mask.
you
Is it the actual
you come into his room and it is crowded with garbage, just kind of everywhere. Just not
Word.
like garbage, just like little shit.
He
This thing
steals
on the
things.
side,
Constantly.
yeah. This thing on the side is bookshelf essentially that goes like all the way up to the ceiling almost. And this stuff on it you can like hardly see. It's just way up there. And every single shelf is filled with just like little pieces of things. Damn
like a
bitch, you
little-
live like this?
It's like a trinket shelf rather than straight books.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking mood. I'm just hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of my shelf.
I know I've seen it sometime somewhere.
Just let me like from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, Siren's basically got the same thing.
I mean, mood. So do I. It's getting there.
I
We all
used
out
to, and
here
I don't
living
have a
like
shelf.
this.
We all out here like this.
I mean, I have trinkets. Like I have like little cubbies as my like. God, what is it? The thing at the head of the bed. What is it?
Headboard.
The headboard?
Yes.
The head of the bed, even? That would work.
Yeah. I have a bunch of like little cubby holes there, just filled with things. I have
Is that like
shelves.
upside down or to? Oh, it's to the side.
Yeah, it's sideways, so I could get the whole thing. That's my shelf. So but mood.
Anyway,
Goes on. Mood.
Yeah. It's anything from like all of the doodads you saw him pull out like way the fucking back, where it's just like a glass eye and like a piece of a game board, some card, like random things. And this corner over here, this is a harp, and these
Oh
are
my
drums.
yeah, they're drums. I was thinking they were.
This is a large chest, and in the back there is this desk that is just kind of stuff is thrown on it. Essentially, there's an extra mask there, and it's stuffed in the corner is another bookshelf, much smaller, but it is covered in books this time, and the bottom part is filled with these scrolls.
A bookshelf, but a bookshelf this time.
A bookshelf, but for reals this time.
Bookshelf, but for books.
And in the corner is just like a large pile of pillows that reminds you a lot of Margaret's pile of pillows.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
Reverence goes in and she just kind of stands there for a minute, like, holy shit. She just
He
like
also kind of like stands there for a moment, like expecting you to come in further, and then you don't, and he's just like,
she's
I'll
like
just-
looking all around, like taking everything in.
yeah.
After a second, she's just like, you have a lot of shit.
There is stuff on the walls as well. Like there's a
Yes.
couple instruments hanging in this corner where the others are, and then over the desk there's papers pinned up.
So no corner conspiracy wall.
Kind
Anyway.
of. It kind of looks like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I can see this paper with like things circled and highlighted, so like I can tell what's up.
He just kind of he laughs a little. Yeah. I have collected many things. I've been here for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, my room's like empty.
Put some things in it.
I don't have any things.
Buy some things.
Touche. A reasonable point. I don't know what to buy.
What do you like?
She just looks at him. I don't know. She is not gonna say smut novel.
Smut. I like porn?
Give me smut and nothing but.
Like that good old pump.
I don't like
Let
this.
me live.
He shrugs and says, things accumulate.
She fucking gets out of the doorway. Stops being an asshole.
He closes the door behind you, and this thing on the wall here is, well, that's not the right button. There it goes. That's like another rope just kind of hanging on a hook.
I was thinking it was. I was kind of hoping. Of course
He's
it is.
looking prepared. He's ready.
Yeah.
She's still just kind of like spinning around a little bit, taking stock of everything. Like, holy shit.
So make yourself at home. I guess.
She fucking sits on this pillow. Done.
He goes and sits in the chair. Maybe. There he goes. Turns it to you.
Yeah, I mean, she sits down facing him and then scoots and turns around to face him again.
Yeah.
So, hi.
Hello. I believe I made you a promise of sorts.
I mean, you a little bit, but like again, I said it a bunch when you first talked about it. You don't have to, like, it's. Listen, you're good. It's you know. She is still, like, kind of like a tomato.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still blushing.
She's in his fucking room right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's just okay. She reads smut novels and nothing else. Can you?
She knows this fanfic trope. He sort of, he sits there for a few moments and kind of like drums his fingers on his legs. I'm not opposed to sharing. It's just, it's been a bit. I can tell
mean-
you're curious.
I am obviously incredibly curious, but also I care more about you being comfortable than I do sating my curiosity.
I am comfortable. Just anxious.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be, but I know that doesn't change anything.
No, but
It's not how being anxious works. But
it's not really, is it?
but it's true all the same.
Perhaps we'll talk for a bit, and then I'll work up the courage.
That's fine with me. I do like talking to you.
I like speaking with you as well.
She like scoots around on the pillow and gets comfortable. She's not used to fucking sitting on pillows in the floor.
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck? She's usually just kind of sitting on the floor.
How do you cross your legs with roofs?
You just do, KR.
Just like a normal person?
Yeah. I just okay. Anyway,
She does have her legs crossed.
After like a few moments of watching you kind of wiggle on the floor, he just goes, sits on the floor with you.
Oh! Oh! She looks happy. She doesn't comment on it, but she's like, ah.
Sorry, my room's busy.
It's really nice, actually. It's a good change of pace from how impersonal I tend to keep things. You obviously live here, and it's nice.
Thank you.
I like all your stuff.
Stella doesn't. She comes in here and she complains and says I should clean up or something. It's,
I mean,
she's not allowed in here anymore.
it looks relatively clean. You just have a lot of stuff.
Oh, I cleaned up a bit. It's usually worse.
Oh, really?
Yes, the floor is walkable.
She has her eyebrows raised.
Listen, put your eyebrows back down.
I don't know what I don't have eyebrows.
Put them
I don't know
down.
what you're talking
He sort of like puts his hand over your forehead and pushes it down.
about. She allows this to happen. She's smiling.
sometimes things are everywhere, and that's just where they need to be.
Is that so?
That's life.
Yes. That's
What if
just
you,
how
like-
it is.
What if you have to leave the room very quickly?
Do you think I can't?
I worry.
I mean, I have my ways.
That's fair. I mean, Merritt can fly, so
I can fly.
yeah, so you're good. You can fly.
We've-
I'm worry over.
There's no problem.
Like, I can fly. So
Rizlan never uses the door, Lorad.
I've never fucking seen him use the door.
Can't prove he does.
Except for when he opened it to let me in.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes he's gotta use the door.
I can't teleport yet.
Exactly.
She's like, she's settled in now. She looks comfortable. She's like got her chin propped up on her arm. This is cute. Hey, guys, this is cute. I'm having a good time.
So, how have you been?
That's her. She's laughed. She laughs. I mean, we have been around each other for 3 weeks, so you kind of know.
You are correct.
But also, a lot happened since you very subtly left the room.
What?
Merritt's kind of a shithead, and we might have caused a scene, just a small one.
What did you do?
Excuse me. I said Merritt's a shithead.
Has
Not me.
You was both of you.
Listen,
I'm all ears.
he may have said some things, and I might have chased him out the door.
Like what?
That is inconsequential. She's
It
ready
sounds
again.
pretty consequential.
No.
It sounds like perhaps it was the crux of this entire conversation.
It was, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he said some shit, and I chased him out the door, and then, had to work very hard to get him to come back in so I could hug him.
Sounds like an interesting time.
When isn't it interesting around here?
That's fair.
She's like, she was like not red. She had chilled out. Now she's like super red again. She's like looking at the floor, or like she's like turned her head over this way to like scan some items or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like half a chess set on the bottom shelf.
Just half? Like half is in all white, all black, or like
No, half is in a little bit of both. And just completely unfunctional.
X. She looks at it for a while.
The last time I took off this mask was in a similar situation. For someone else, that is, and I take it off when I need to.
She's turned her head back and is listening.
I think the last one I showed my face to and they stuck around was Fulmar.
Fulmar's pretty cool,
He is.
except for the punch. He punches you in the face. It's like, right?
little bit.
A little bit.
Sometimes. It was a deal breaker on our relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and just differences. No hard feelings, though.
She nuts.
He takes off his glove and just kind of holds a hand out to you.
She takes it.
He takes off his glove.
Yeah,
Wait.
you fucking.
You could probably audibly hear me gasp, and then
Yeah.
I was fucking ready.
Wait a
His-
minute.
His glove. Fuck you.
What just happened the past like 5 or 10
Oh my
seconds? Because God, everything died again.
He took off his glove and Delta's being a shit.
Oh,
And they're holding hands now.
okay.
also important.
He sits like that for he sit like that for a while. And he doesn't say anything.
She just
Before
she just comfortably holds his hand.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable silence, not a weird one.
before he reaches up with his free hand and touches the mask, but he doesn't pull it off yet.
She's, for Reverence, she's being very patient, considering she's Reverence. She's not, like, egging him on anyway, or, like, trying to get him to get to the point. She's just chilling, a little smile on her face. It's a comfortable pillow. Her butt's pretty cushy, so
It is a comfortable pillow.
hell yeah.
I am sorry in advance.
She frowns at him. I've seen a lot of shit, Rizwan. There's little that fucks with me, other than weird animals. That fucks with me a little bit. Are you a weird animal? Can you turn into an owl?
A little, maybe,
Shit, can you really?
maybe.
Oh fuck. She
Is it a
pinches the
deal
bridge.
breaker?
She pinches the bridge of her nose. If I didn't like you as much as I did, it would be.
That's good to know. That if I was a weird owl, it wouldn't matter.
You both remember the wish trials.
She looks. Please don't be a weird owl.
I'm mostly not. And he takes off his mask.
Zoom!
I'm zooming right
In
now.
advance!
Hold on.
Please.
Pre-zoom.
I've literally zoomed as far in as possible on the spot he was sitting in.
Hold on.
Please, you shut off Kalan when no one else was there. You have to do this.
Holy shit.
He pulls off the mask and you can see his same gray skin as his hands and white hair. And his face is covered in scars. Not just even these ones that are deeper, like the skin is not smooth at all. And his nose isn't really a nose either. It's kind of almost just like a small indent where a nose would be.
So he's Voldemort.
Kind of? Unfortunately, I wish you hadn't compared him to that.
There's literally nothing else for me to compare to.
Yeah, I guess. I fucking guess.
Did I call it? Did I? Like,
Um,
my back. I said change. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've known Fred ever.
He's a
Yeah,
changeling.
you know.
Like, I've known this
Thank you.
since the Bard, but
Um, yeah, the most prominent of his scars is there's 2 X's over both of his eyes, and one of his ears is like half missing, but
Did
they're
he
both
like unhood, or is the hood still up?
the hood is mostly up. It's basically the icon. He doesn't pull the hood back, and he just sort of sets the mask down on the floor and faces downward slightly. And doesn't say anything.
She kind of scoots so that they're right across from each other and like knees touching, and she reaches the hand that isn't being held out and says, "May I?"
Yes.
She puts her hand on his cheek and just kind of looks for a second.
He pulls his head up and meets your eyes.
She kisses him.
On the lips?
Uh-huh. It's slow. Like, she leans in a little bit and kind of hovers to make sure he's, like, you know, he's not like, whoa, don't fucking touch me. But if he allows it to happen, then yes.
Yeah, he does. Kisses you. It's not long.
Yeah,
He
it's-
pulls away quickly and just
Look,
sort
it's-
of sits there still.
She's not tomato red this time. She's kind of pink.
Just gently.
Gently pink.
So, how's the face? And he gives you a smile.
Honestly, I think you're handsome. She shrugs.
He looks away.
I am curious to know the stories, but
Which ones?
the X's are pretty prominent. That's interesting, but you know.
He does also have like I don't know if you can see it, a Glasgow smile,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
and also
Which
there's
one?
one that's like across his neck.
Mm.
Oh,
Ruslan.
Oh, Ruslan.
By the way, I don't know. Everyone knows the context of Glasgow Smile. It's
Mhm.
all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Scars
Um,
way around the face for a smile. That's oh.
He sort of just like reaches up and touches his eyes a little bit. A lot of, well, someone hated me a lot.
She
And-
nods.
I'm pretty sure they thought I was going to die. But I'm a tough son of a bitch.
I can tell.
He kind of just like keeps touching his face, and he's like, "I'm sorry, it's weird knowing you can see what I look like as I speak."
She gives him a little smile. You can put it back on if you'll be more comfortable.
It's alright, it's not bad.
Okay.
And then he reaches up and like touches his hair and says, I don't know if I need a haircut. I have not looked at myself in a long time.
She kind of pushes the hood back a little and like runs her hand over his hair and says, "I like it."
It's not great, is the thing.
Oh, it looks good in the picture.
You push back the hood, and a lot of it is just kind of uneven.
I mean, he wears a hood all the time, so like.
He gets hood hair for one. For
Okay.
two, there's like chunks of it that are significantly shorter.
She just goes, "You could brush it,"
Huh.
and she grins.
I have a comb now.
I probably won't, but thanks for the suggestion.
She shrugs. Fuck, he's handsome. God, he's handsome. Okay. Okay. Who's adjusting their mic?
Me.
Okay,
Maybe me. Probably me. Sorry.
you're fine.
After a few more moments, he pulls the hood off, like all the way, and you can see the torn ear better. The other one is mostly intact. He does have pointy ears.
Cute.
Yeah, he doesn't, like, regardless of whether you think he's handsome or not, he doesn't look great in the fact that he's, like, not well taken care of.
I mean, he's hides under
Yeah.
some shit all the time. He's disheveled. I get what you're saying.
He sort of, like, runs a hand through his hair, and it, like, kind of fluffs up a little, but also it's been under a hood for, like, a long time.
I mean, does the man bathe?
You can ask him.
I really don't want to.
Damn, bitch, you live with this?
He doesn't look greasy. He doesn't look dirty. Mostly?
Okay, so he probably bathes. He just needs to fucking brush his
Probably.
hair.
Potentially.
Or maybe he uses magic to stay not stinky.
Oh.
That's unpleasant.
I mean, I'm not gonna ask him. That would be incredibly rude.
After a few moments, he says, "So, was it worth the wait?"
She nods. And
Feel
like,
you're obligated to say that, but he sort of gives you a face.
I don't have any reason to lie to you. I'm not put off.
You haven't seen the rest of me as well? And he sort of gestures to, like, his chest area.
She shrugs. I've got scars too. Mine just so happen to be concentrated to a single area. But I know what scarred skin looks like. I live with it.
I am it.
She shrugs again.
Well, regardless, I'm glad you didn't hate it? I don't know. Thank you.
She squeezes his hand a little. She says, "Thank you for showing me." Okay. Okay.
Alright.
No, that was me, not her. She looks happy.
I'm actually glad that I get to show you in this context, because if we do go to the Horntail in Secco, then the guildmaster, I've told you he's deaf. He reads lips though, so I have to take off my mask to speak with him, man.
Isn't there? She like picks her hands up and kind of waves them around a little bit.
Just like a half mask, like a masquerade mask.
No, she's like trying to gesture sign language, the concept thereof.
He does not understand. You're just waving your arms around?
Like, aren't there people who do like words with hands?
Oh. The man's incredibly stubborn.
She puts her hands down.
He's always been able to read lips, and going deaf did not defer him at all.
I suppose I would be the same way if I went deaf. I can read lips as well, so
As can I.
yeah, I know you can.
Yes, I know you do.
After she
smiles.
put her hands down, she took his hand again. Just
Yeah.
FYI.
He shrugs and says, he's a good man, but like I said, stubborn. I don't blame him entirely. And he's treated me well, so I'm not upset. It's just, I'm glad you're the first one to see it.
She's blushing again. I'm glad too. She's looking down at this point. She just like looks at her lap. She's blushing really bad. God, she's just fucking. She's so far gone. I just can't even fucking deal.
Well, thank you for indulging me.
You're the one being indulged.
Yes.
If you say so.
He sort of stands up and takes your hand and tugs on you to get up.
She gets up.
I believe the next day or so will be pretty busy, but if you would like company, you know where to find me. And he kisses your cheek.
She's so red. You're very smooth.
I know.
It's. She fucking pecks his cheek too.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to before I turn in for the night. And he puts the mask back on. So I guess let me just disappear this icon again.
No, just leave it there the whole time.
Be gone.
Bring him back.
Fine, okay, he's back.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
We know what we've seen the mask this whole time. Just let it breathe.
Let's let him breathe.
So
She
bad.
nods when he says that and just says, "Yeah, I need to finish kicking Merritt's ass." So,
Very busy schedule, both of us, I see.
always, never a moment's rest.
When will the weary have rest?
Absolutely never.
He takes your arm and walks you to the door.
Stop being. Oh God, you moved her.
Stop being upside down.
That's what I was trying to make happen. You're fucking. You're touching her.
Yes, I am. I have that power.
I was just thinking that, but I was like, nah.
Before he opens the door, he says, this has been nice.
She gives him a little smile. She's so bashful right now. She's like all over the fucking place. God, I love her. And she says, "It was. Thank you. Again. I mean it."
He lifts up the mask and kisses you again. On the lips.
She reciprocates!
Before putting the mask down again and just kind of like shoving you out the door. Get the fuck out of here.
She kind of
Hold
laughs a little as he shoves her out.
Thank you, Chance. This has been my monologue in my head for the past 15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I've wanted to say that the whole time. this was
God.
going on.
You're like, I can't
Oh my
interrupt
God.
I
everything.
can't interrupt it.
So yeah,
It's okay, I always find my moment.
he shoves you in the hallway with the mask back on and says, "Good night, Reverence."
She laughs a little while she's being shoved out. It says, "Good night, Ruslan." And she's smiling. And then she fucking speed walks down the hallway to Merritt's door and starts banging on it.
God, can I? Okay. How long was that conversation? This is detrimental to what I'm.
It takes about an hour. Because there was those pauses weren't, they were there. There was a lot
yeah.
of pauses.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Lots of companionable silence.
Yeah.
Because that's what Reverence is the best at. Also, weird silence.
Just kind of silence of all kind of types.
I'm mixing it up. Okay. There's no response. I rolled a d3 because it was like, 1 is he's asleep, 2 is he's kind of asleep, 3 is no, he stayed awake. So there's you bang and there's nothing. I mean,
She bangs on it for a while. Eventually, shit. Hey,
Is Merritt a light sleeper?
he's not even in summer. Like, he's not super heavy a sleeper, but it's not like Penn or Noah, especially because it's still fucking winter. If he's out, he's gone. God. I mean,
it'd be 2 for
Oh.
me.
Okay.
We would have Noah came back anyway.
Don't know. Oh, don't know what the 2 is going to be.
Yeah, you wake
Okay.
up after about 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
And pounding on the door.
she does. She stays there. And she knocks, and she's just like whispering, "Merritt, Merritt,
What?
Merritt, wake up!"
You hear, like, slight footsteps begin. And, like, he opens the door and, like, he has just, like, his overlong shirt rather than, like, you know, when you actually travel and he just has pants and...
No pants.
Yeah, no pants, but
Reverence
shirt is
fucking-
fine.
As soon as he opens the door, she's like shoving her way into the room. Gently, not really violently.
Yeah, but he's
she's
still like,
getting in
wait,
there.
What?
And
It's
as soon
dark
as
in
she's
the room.
As soon as she's in, she fucking turns around and hugs Merritt so hard.
Hello to you too, Irvin's friend. Hello?
What? Hi. I
How
missed
did-
him.
Yeah?
Like, for real.
Mask discarded.
Discarded. Mask in the trash. No.
No, it's not true.
Merritt just laugh. Like, nice.
Merritt giggles. Like, honest to God giggles. And she pulls back and grabs Merritt's face and goes, Merritt, he's handsome.
Yeah. Good. He says that was like such like he like nods like as he should be.
It should be.
I wouldn't
Merritt,
really care if
beauty.
he wasn't,
Right? What?
but like, he's pretty handsome. Like, I understand why he uses the mask, but also, I might just think he's handsome because I'm in love with him. Merritt, I don't know how anything works. She's beaming. Her smile could like split her face in half.
That's such a grim way to
That's
put
a
it. But
very
I,
dark-
Yeah.
Her smile would break her jawbone.
Good.
too many teeth. Okay.
It is,
First-
'cause she does have a lot of very sharp teeth, is the thing.
But Merritt sort of smiles back as he can with like his face like smushed, not quite smushed, but you know, held.
She lets go of his face and grabs his shoulders instead.
Like Merritt brings up his hands to like hold hers wherever they sit. And it's like, well, I believe there's some sort of saying beauty can be in the eye of the beholder. And if you're in love, well, what would it really matter? Still very proud you've done it.
She smiles. If it's possible, she smiles wider. She's.
She's the embodiment of that. I
Yeah.
understand.
She's just so bright. She's like bouncing a little bit. And then she kind of like falters for a second and she says, "Oh shit.
Huh?
I'm sorry I woke you up." You're
No,
my best
this is
friend,
more
though.
important.
I
I am.
had to talk to you. I literally came straight from his room to yours. He probably heard me banging on your door.
Maybe how long were you standing there? Where like looks out.
Oh, like 15 minutes?
You might have woken up the whole hallway.
Well, that sucks for them. But I had business to get to.
Oh, goodness. It's very
She hugs him again.
fun. Hey!
What? Oh, hell.
Oh?
Uh-oh.
Who's, is it me or is it
It's
KR?
KR.
It was
Okay.
me.
Walker?
Hold on, let me preemptively just.
Oh. Well.
Welcome back.
No?
I'm not having a repeat of the Feywilds. I'm still sad about that. Okay. Maybe it won't keep dropping me. Now. But where it sort of goes, and Grizzlin's coming coming to the Seiko trip along with us. That'll be fun also. Hey.
It will.
I'm not sure, like, you might get to see his face as well. He has to take the mask off to talk to the guy. The dude.
The isn't that the Horntail? That one.
Yeah, the big guy in charge that can't hear? That one.
Okay, yeah, that one. Like, he's smiling, like, in addition to reverence, but is still sleepy.
Yeah,
Woke him up.
I know. Siren feels bad, Reverence is like, damn it.
This is more important than Merit. And Merit knows this, but... It's like, okay, we... I was almost compelled to say, was that all, but with you, it's fine. Anyway. I'm very happy for you, and it's also still very late.
Yeah, she's like, starts steering him towards the bed.
Just happy.
She puts him in, tucks him in.
He just accepts this and goes, oh, thank you.
Kisses his
Muffled.
forehead.
That's adorable.
He's a very good best friend.
That's adorable.
That was in Reverence's voice, so...
So she says that to Merit?
No, she said that to you.
Oh,
That's like the in character,
just
like,
looks up
listen.
at God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. God.
That was good.
I mean, she is the cleric. Anyway.
True.
Yeah.
But she kisses his forehead and says, thank you for putting up with me.
Oh yeah, our best friends. I love putting up with you. Thank you.
I love putting up with you, too.
Go. Also, sleep. I know it's all very exciting, but you
Get
should.
the hell out of my room.
Hey, I love you. Get the hell out. Reverence is getting a lot of this.
She
Get
is.
the fuck out.
She's okay with it. She says, she starts walking out and says, good night, Merit.
Good night, Reverence.
And bitch goes
Oh.
to bed.
Well, wait.
Huh?
Noah ended up coming back from his flight. Quote,
Yeah.
Quote, yeah, his flight. To kind of cool off. Anyways, he's walking down the hall and he sees you come out and he calls out your name. Your name?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You're turning into Noah.
Already going into it. And yeah, he calls your name. Reverence. Can I get you for just a second? I need to return something to you.
What the fuck did you take from me? She's already walking. She's walking towards him.
Also, when you turn around to Noah, his hair is like a fucking giant puffball.
Oh.
It's
Noted.
like he super air dried that bitch. Foof.
God,
And
it's even funnier remembering his long hair. Like, it's all foof.
yeah,
Oh, it's so frizzy.
that's how he mostly dries his hair if he doesn't do it by the fire. Hold on, Reverence. It's something you gave to me quite a while back, and I would like to get rid of. He pulls out a book, and he gives you the Bear Wants Babies.
Oh, did you not like it?
He gives you this look
She's got a shit-eating grin.
and goes, Reverence, over time you have grown on me, but there's still times where I wish you would go back to the damn Inferno realm from which you came. But regardless...
Well, I've never been there, so that would be hard.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
No, you
Still,
racist.
you get the point. And he
Did you
throws
want to
the
borrow a
book.
different book? I have many. They're not all stupid. Like this one. This one I got because it was funny and I wanted to give it to you.
He laughs. And he says, maybe I'll come see your collection sometime, but
You should. I have many. I do have one I think you would like.
well, again, I'll hold out on it for now, but sometime I will check it out. Thank you for the offer.
Mm. I am
Anyway,
trying to, make nice, be friends.
He nods. He smiles and goes, well, Rivens, you have a good night.
You as well, Noah.
He nods and walks off to his room.
I think this is
And
the
as-
most civil they've ever been.
Yeah.
It is.
Merritt is
Yeah.
proud in the distance as he sleeps.
And Noah walks to his room and he opens up the door and immediately gets tackled by Lilith.
Baby girl.
Baby girl. He recovers from that and shuts the door.
Just remember how she followed Merritt. That was precious. I love
That was so precious.
It was really, really good.
All right.
Yeah, Reverence goes to her room and goes to sleep. If she hasn't prayed already today, she prays for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe she prays anyway, regardless.
Thank you, God,
Thank you,
for
literally.
my life upon this day.
God, thank you. Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
You did it.
I want to thank God and also Jesus.
Literally.
Whoever that is. God.
All right. So yeah, you all spend a good night. Have a good time.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
All right. The next day, I don't know when you guys want to go to Seko, because I know Merritt said like in a day or two to Geo.
Yeah, like a few days.
Well, Reverence needs to go shopping because she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we
Noah's
all
gonna
need to go
shopping.
to Zendello.
Yeah.
We have
Gotta
to
make
go
sure he's
see
still
what
doing
damage has.
okay.
Yeah, we have to see what more damage has been done with our influence. But yeah, like in the morning, Merritt just does sort of tell the party like, in a few days, I was going to go ahead and go with Geo and Reverence and Rizlan were going, but the rest of you still have the option if you want to stay and relax a little bit. You can, but otherwise, come with me to Seko, maybe. More elegant than that, but essentially, like, it gives the option and like says like in about like 2 days and gives everyone that time to get ready or decide or so on.
How does Nora feel about this?
About what exactly?
Going to another continent
With a bunch of people he kind of only a little bit knows.
after coming back from the Feywild. That's an important
God,
note.
this poor boy.
I know. That's also why Merritt keeps also sort of putting that. He's like, Nora hasn't experienced this. He doesn't point that out, but he's like, Nora hasn't been here very long. You can stay if you want. There's no offense taken, dude.
I mean, he has grown accustomed to you guys?
I guess.
He's just
You guys
used
are
to
okay.
Being
He's
weird.
is starting to get used to the weird.
Yeah, and I think he'll go with you. He'll go with you guys. If you guys like, hey, you want to come? You'd be like,
Yeah, I
"Alright."
mean, you were there
Sorry,
when
this
we
far.
visited Geo, and Merritt was like, you can come if you want. You can decide later. So, yeah.
He'll come. Sure.
All right. Sure, fuck it. Why not? I don't have anything. You guys are crazy.
It's like, it's either me being here.
I mean, being there, you can stay and do the jobs, but like, it's a new place entirely.
Yeah,
Listen,
fuck
at
it.
least Nora knows us mildly better than anyone else at the guild.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Keyword mildly. As in, we're the ones who kidnapped him.
I mean, oh man.
You are the ones that kidnapped him, and Rizlan is the only one who's not in your party who has also been, like, talked to him. So yeah, Rizlan's also leaving.
I mean, Thalia.
Yeah?
Thalia and
Thalia is
slightly
one-
Mongrey, but
one
not very much.
person.
Coming too? I can't remember. I said I think Thalia's maybe coming too.
Thalia has not said if she's going to come yet.
Yeah.
Alright.
The
We
offer
talked-
was extended, but she didn't say anything.
Although she didn't answer because she laughed and smiled, and that was the most important thing. So anyway,
True,
Yeah.
I made her laugh and smile, which
was the more important thing.
made my whole fucking life.
But yeah, so and then Noah and Pin, I assume would go, but the option is still there.
Pen leaves.
Oh,
Goodbye.
I can't tell if this is a joke or
It's
not.
a joke. Yes.
Okay.
Pen.
Noah just
Really
flies up
fast.
in outer space.
Do I have to
Not a
write
single
something
fucking
different?
thing.
I'm so
I'll
sorry,
do
Delta.
it.
I'm so sorry. Pen will go with Merritt on Dad Quest. Official.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Please, we need the kids.
My life flashed before my eyes for a second.
We can't lose another OG member, please. These three are the only ones who saw the wish trial. We gotta.
God. I'm so sorry, Delta.
It's okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
God. Don't.
You just said it really seriously, and here's the thing: you said this kind of like Penn just leaves right now, and that's like the thing Penn does, and I was like,
Yeah.
It's very on brand for Penn.
it's a very
I
on-brand
mean,
Penn.
yeah.
move.
Anyway, but yeah. So that.
So everyone's on board.
Yo.
Sick.
Oh, aboard the Dad Quest train.
Shopping first.
Can we
Choo
see
choo.
Zendilla now?
Shopping first.
Well,
So-
Reverend needs to go
Hello.
to the bookstore.
We gotta visit the fucking bookstore.
She's
again.
read all these ones, okay?
I need a new, fresh supply.
She
Got-
does.
Smart peddler.
God,
I made that
okay.
joke last week, but it's real.
She's
yeah.
going to the fucking bookstore where the person recognizes her as someone who buys a lot of smut.
Points you to the back shelf.
Yeah, she knows where it's at.
Doesn't even point.
No, she walks in and walks straight to where she's going.
Yeah.
You just give a nod, like, yeah, you know me.
You know me. You know what I'm here for. You
You know what I'm about. So yeah, everyone goes shopping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have to go to Zendelos, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you can split up and then meet at Zendelos.
I mean, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Merritt
I would
like
assume.
breaks off to get a different type of bracer, a nicer, less warm sort of bracer that would help in cycle. Anyway, the books are priority though. Do tell Delta.
Yeah, you walk in. Do you walk in with anyone else?
So anyone
That's
else
up to
go the
them.
bookstore? I mean, Merritt breaks off, so he's been to the bookstore once already in this week. He's good.
Yeah.
He got the encyclopedia who could murder a man. Anyway,
I'm assuming Noor and Penn don't super want to go, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, we went yesterday.
Yeah. So I guess Noah, are you entering the bookstore with Smut Peddler?
Actually, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you go in with her and she just doesn't even pause. She's like immediately goes to where she's going.
Noah also follows Reverence and says, right, like, he says, I imagine you know where the good shit is.
She gives him a very I can't think of the word I want. It's a shitting smirk.
Yeah.
And she says, I do. And kind of gestures to the shelf she's in front of.
The DreamWorks smirk.
Yeah.
Oh no.
oh no.
It's the fucking smirk from her icon. Except
we
not,
go. Yeah.
because she's so expressionless.
She's usually dead inside, so the
I mean, she
icons-
generally speaking is dead inside, but we'll get to that at a later point.
Shit. Okay.
That will be addressed.
All right. So yeah, you enter the store with Noah. The owner looks up to greet you, makes eye contact with you for 1 second, just gives you a nod and looks back down.
Yeah, I mean, Revenge just acknowledges the book shopkeeper's presence, gets to her business.
Yeah. You find the same the smut shelf. There's a few new ones.
Revenge digs around and tries to find some good shit.
Roll a d20.
Oh, that's not bad.
13 new books.
Nope, that's not. That was
No.
not it. You look around and there's some of the new stuff's interesting, catches your eye. You pick it up. Some of the old stuff you've seen before here, but you're like, I'm going away for a while, so I might get desperate, and you just grab it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You show us a few books to Noah. You both get about well, I don't know how many Noah wants, but Reverence you get like a good 5, 6 books.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, she does. I can't wait for you to find and add more smut books to my list of stuff.
I will be doing that. It'll be special this time.
I
As
mean,
he
they're all
avoids
very
the map.
special.
No, these ones will be special.
Oh shit. Now
He's
you
gonna
have
draw you some.
It has to be.
I-
Oh fuck. What?
It's not. I'm not
No.
gonna draw
Yeah.
them, but they will be
Those are you.
special.
Now they better be true to character. You know what Reverence likes.
Yeah.
Do I?
Don't you make my girl pick some shit she wouldn't read.
I mean, we'll see about that.
Tomorrow you have to give a list of her
Oh my god. She doesn't fucking know her kinks. She's trying to learn.
This is a learning experience for Reverence.
God.
You
No,
can
we
do
are
that
out
with
here
sex?
Y'all, this is how she's learning what sex is.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah, me
rough.
too.
That's really bad.
That's really wrong.
Uh-huh.
Poor Rizlan.
We
Don't do this to me.
we honestly just need a moment of just Mary and Reverence looking at these smut books, and Mary's like, no, not that. That's not how that works.
It's like a montage of like when you're dressed up style montage, but it's with the smut books.
And you see like marriage
Smart.
shaking his head, just like no.
Yeah.
Just Mary go like, there's never been one that big.
No.
Please help her.
Ugh.
No, you get like 3.
He's probably gonna try to look for a little more than that. And like, he kind of looking at the books. He chuckles, and under his breath, he jokingly says this, but like, okay, now where's the pussy?
Reverence like snorts. It's the most ungraceful noise you've ever heard from her, and she claps her hand over her face and says, and just looks at you like, don't you fucking say anything.
He's like, he looks at you, and he's still kind of like got his hand on his chin, but he's smiling so big, and he's kind of like trying to hold in a laugh, looking at you.
Reverence takes her hand away from her mouth, and she says, if you ever fucking tell anybody I laughed at something you said, I will cut your balls off.
Noted.
She looks deadly serious.
Damn, Reverend, chill the fuck out. Not that I would anyway.
I just snorted. There's nothing chill about me right now.
True.
That's the ugliest noise I've ever made.
She's literally descended from hell? What chill?
True.
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 You know, but no, Reverence, you don't worry. I don't even know why I would tell anybody about that.
Cause it's funny.
He chuckles. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Noah, roll a
Reverence is-
d20 for me. Also,
What?
consider.
Yeah.
He's looking for the things.
Oh, right. Okay.
Looking for the pussy.
He's looking for pussy and he's not finding it.
He's not
Oh,
finding
no
the
pussy.
pussy.
Can Reverence help him try to find some pussy?
Nope, you've already looked for pussy.
That was so straightforward. Can Reverence help him find some pussy?
Reverence knows her shit.
You've already helped him. He found him those 3 books, and that's all
Oh,
he
right.
finds.
Okay. Well, she helped, so.
The rest looks. You've picked clean this one for the time being.
The smut peddler is out of wares. Get your shit and get
There's
out.
more, but it's just all really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Just from the cover,
Like the
you
bear
can
wants
tell. It's
baby?
like, ooh.
Yeah, kinda.
Also, please give me the bear wants babies back. Transfer that to my hand. Thank you.
Please, take out of mine.
Please get it away from Noah.
I guess I can give you back Bear Wants Babies.
Reverence also maybe like browses the normal shit. Just kind of scans things, sees if anything pops out.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Not really. She's just moseying with an armful of smut.
Character development.
Give me a d20 roll.
Like she likes reading because it's helping her learn how to
yeah.
read and
Yeah.
write common. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
You give the store a look over, but you're just like, damn, I just really I wanna dig into these fucking books. You buy them and leave.
Word. What's the money? What's the damage?
3 gold for you and 1 for Noah.
3 gold. I just backspaced without actually looking at the number that I had before.
Oh,
That's
no.
Unfortunate.
Control Z. That works.
Oh
It
my
should.
god, it does. The number was 6.
I know my
Thank you, KR, for
keyboard
my life.
shortcuts. Control Z works in most life.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of money.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
we all?
That was in response to the Control Z thing, and I was like, money can't buy you back with that number you just lost. Yeah. Does everyone want to go to Zendelos?
Yes.
Okay, I also need to find some summery clothes though.
Okay. It's gonna be hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mary bought a skirt and a shirt, and that's all that could be found, aside from another skirt and some weird
I mean,
shorts.
You guys definitely have normal clothes. We started this campaign in summer.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but
it's gonna
this
be
is a
even
desert.
hotter.
They
And
don't
Reverend-
sell desert clothes here.
Fuck.
It's also winter.
Yeah.
Guys, we can go shopping when we get there.
You can.
Okay.
It'll
We'll
be
find
easier.
the other Zendello. The one over
Let's
there.
go to Zendello.
Bindello.
That. Oh God.
Okay. Let's go to Zendello's.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, you can look if you want, but I'm not gonna lie, it won't be much more than what Merritt found.
Gotcha.
You'll find the other skirt.
You find a skirt in the street.
Well,
Anyway, please.
Go to Zendello's. The magical place.
Before we end this, we have to see this man.
Hold on. I have to clean it up from last time.
This is
take
also
me to
true.
the beautiful man we all know and love. His name is Zendello. I love him so much.
I'm so worried about him.
I am too.
It's been 3 weeks.
It sure has. 3 or 4 weeks, something like that.
Hey, I made you give me the bear wants babies, but actually thinking about it, Reverence probably drops it in a garbage can somewhere.
Oh my god.
I'm not taking it back, so enjoy
Fuck.
that for the rest of the session.
Damn it.
Why the fuck? There they are. Sorry. Just gotta fix this shit.
Just gotta do some housekeeping.
Just gotta do some general housekeeping. Alright. Come here. Zendello. Yes,
I always
they,
invoke.
they
Yeah,
live here.
just invokes the softest of gasps, always.
Here, I guess. Let me also throw in you guys. That's
I
what you-
guess we need the party.
Maybe we should be here.
Reverend's get in there. Fuck you.
Okay.
Get in there!
She's just not.
There
it
she
goes.
is. She walks in first, busts open the door like, "What's up, bitches?"
Throwing people in.
There he is. My boy. Hello, my boy. Oh god, I zoomed in too far.
Lilith is outside.
That's fine.
Unless you want her in here?
Yeah, no.
No, we're
Not-
good.
Okay.
You can't even like get past these cases or the stairs, or she would like be at the front door and it would have to be like open.
Understood.
Poor baby.
Bless her.
She just makes sad chirping noises.
Does he
Okay.
slide down the banister?
Yes, of
Yes!
course he does. You open the door and just like you've entered back into your own home, Zendello slides down the banister just like you all know he does. And he's wearing the robe and he gives you the big smile and he goes, "Welcome to the Zendellos. Oh, it is my favorite customer."
I love him so much.
Reverence grins at him and opens her arm and says, "Zendello!"
Hello. You.
I don't think he knows all of our names, at least not by heart. That's fine.
Do you know her name, Zendello?
Of course I do, Reverence.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
She says that. Holy shit.
I know how to treat my customers, right?
You do. You're my favorite shopkeep.
Welcome, welcome. It's been a bit.
It's been a little bit. We
Yes.
did just
Yeah,
come back from a trip with Orental. Hello.
Hello.
We were in the woods for a while.
Oh, that sounds dreadful.
It was.
I'm so sorry. Walks in. Teleports on top of you.
I mean, he probably has the power to, but
Frankly.
he's testing out a new item. He's determined it's safe enough to use for himself.
Greta and Aveco are watching you from on top of the banister, and like, as you enter, Greta lets Zendello do his thing before like giving you all a pleasant wave and a smile.
Reverence waves.
Aveco is also there,
Nods.
gives you all a wave. Dawn is also there, gives you a wave.
Aww.
Pen waves at Aveco and Dawn, not Greta.
Oh shit.
Harsh,
Damn.
fucking
Savage.
cold.
Cold-hearted.
Good.
So,
I love Pen.
let us talk about Zendello's items.
Please.
Yes,
You
please.
should really just like make a physical list that you can send us, so we don't have to go. Okay, wait, what was this again?
I mean, that's a smart idea, isn't it?
It is, but is it the idea you ever have?
No.
It would probably be good to do. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just
Note
so
that
you.
after the
Here's a
sake
list of
our-
items. Are you ready for it? That I'm gonna say instead of give you like a
Uh-huh.
dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the new ones, there's only 3. The eyeglass of poshness,
Oh
Oh.
my
God.
god.
IKEA tent,
Oh. God.
and the spine, and the P is spelled with the number 9.
I want to look at that.
Snine?
The sign, if you will.
The night.
And then of course the old things are still Humphrey, the left foot, Quill of Faces, the Phoenix Egg. This kills the man is no longer for sale. I forgot that. Whoop. And you know the other shit. That
Tell-
stuff.
Tell me about the snine.
Yes, please tell us about the snide. I want to know
Alright.
immediately.
Come here, Snine. This was not the original intent.
Of the
I
snide?
didn't know, but this is what happens when you introduce it to your players. It gets
Okay.
destroyed.
The spine is a long sword engraved down its plane with an emblem resembling a certain type of bone. Abilities hidden.
Really?
Does not
Ability-
require attunement.
Abilities hidden?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like
How much is it?
a metal sword?
It is a metal sword. And it is 10,000 gold.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I mean, that's 1,000 platinum, but that's 1,000.
I mean, I have that money, but ooh.
Oof.
For abilities hidden, I don't know. Is it a sword I would be proficient in?
You would what?
Mm,
Proficiency.
Is
Long
it
sword.
short or...
It is a
Is
long
it simple or
sword.
martial?
Martial.
Okay,
If I
never
remember right.
mind.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure long swords are martial.
Cool. Not for me.
Yeah.
I think out of our party,
I think Noah's the only one that could use it.
well, Nor maybe? I can't remember what battle
Oh,
bards
he's a
have.
battle bard, so probably, yeah.
I think they have martial weapons, so. Yeah.
Okay, what about those other things you said?
Eyeglass of Posh, please. Well,
Please.
either one of these new items, please.
I'll read
Just-
both.
Just tell us the
Okay.
new shit.
Eyeglass of Poshness. A round piece of glass with a carved wooden eagle around its frame. It's kind of uncomfortable because of the carving, but it looks sick as hell. Once a day, you can see invisible people, places, and things through it. While activated, the eyeglass glows slightly, and the glow is visible to the others.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty sick, yeah.
And then the IKEA tent.
Please.
Instant
it
shelter
literally-
with only some assembly required.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
That's it.
I am actually writing these down very quickly as I
How-
can.
How much is the tent and the
The eyeglass is not the eyeglass. The tent is 500 gold, and so is the eyeglass. So fuck it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Nice. Not 50G, 500G. Okay.
You said
The problem is I don't remember what
10,000,
any of the
right?
other shit is.
The sword is 10,000. Yes.
Humphrey
is a hand. It's 10,000.
It was essentially like from the Addams family.
It's from the Adams family.
I want one.
There's the left foot, which is the staff with the foot at the end that dances around you when you're unconscious
Right?
and steps on people for 5,000. There's a Quill of Faces, which draws people's faces once you describe to them for 500 gold. There's the Phoenix Egg. We all know what that is.
Explode if you die.
Explode, revive.
And revive. On fire.
And then there's the Forget-Me-Nots and the arrows.
Which the arrows I have, and then Noah I think has the Forget Me Not. I feel like he bought one.
I think I bought one.
Yeah.
Although I don't have it in my items. so-
Nor has one.
Aha, okay.
Ah,
I was like,
One of
someone
them
bought
N
it.
names.
yeah.
I want the N.
I knew someone considered it. I couldn't remember. Okay.
So yeah, exciting new items.
How much is that egg?
Okay. It's
Damn, Noah
7,000.
Noah can't buy that because he has the money, but he doesn't have it on him. Most of it's sitting in his fucking room.
I mean, you can say you brought it.
Yeah, I guess you have.
Yeah, I mean, you
You have a giant owl bear.
Who can stop
Yeah.
you?
He'd probably take money if he was shopping, so...
Yeah.
At least some. Yeah, anyway. It's like, well, I guess. Okay, fine.
Would you like the description of the Phoenix Egg again?
Yeah.
Can be used to resurrect a creature who has died within the past 12 hours. Creature comes back with full HP, spell slots, and any other depletable stat. However, the egg explodes into a massive ball of fire once it's broken, catching the newly resurrected creature on fire that cannot be put out for 3 turns and takes an additional instant 20 fire damage, as well as the explosion catches fire to anything flammable within 20 feet of the creature.
What?
However, those flames can be doused.
God, that's so good.
Yeah, the thing about Reverence is that's half her health.
You have fire resistance.
But
Oh,
does that cut down the instant damage too?
I mean, it is fire damage, so yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anything
Damn.
that's fired.
So yeah, it would
Sounds
be 10
perfect
fire
for
damage to you.
Reverence.
I want it.
Okay, 7,000 gold.
That's 700 platinum, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. She buys it.
All right. You now have a bomb.
Sick.
Yeah, you pick up the egg and it is glass and it glows inside and it's warm to the touch.
She requests some soft packaging to carry it in. Something to cushion
Yeah,
it.
you go up to the counter where you usually buy things and it's Goodule and you're like, Can I have something? Can I get this gift wrapped?
You like put this in a bag with some really soft stuff surrounding it so it doesn't fucking explode in my backpack.
And Gajul pulls out like a bunch of essentially like newspapers and just kind of wraps it up
Okay.
and hands it to you with a string tied around it.
She shrugs, puts it gently in her bag.
They shrug
Reverence
back.
Now literally carrying a bomb at all times.
It's a very reverence thing to do, so
Yeah. What kind of sword was the sword again? Short sword, long sword?
Longsword.
Long sword. Okay.
You can wield anything as the
I know
thing.
I can. I was just curious.
Longsword is strength though, I think. So
Yeah.
I want that fucking sword.
Oh, I want it too, but I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think Noah would spend that much money on a sword.
not until he had more to back it up at least.
No, because he
Reverence
like
fucking would,
in,
but she can't use it.
in total he has around like 20,000 gold because he's held on spending it for so
yeah.
long.
Yeah. But he's still like, no.
It's still like
It's
nah,
not enough.
not. And I mean, he's mostly ranged anyway, and if someone comes up close
Yeah.
to him, he just claws their ass.
Yeah.
Could
I
you
know
remind
what
me
you're
what the
doing.
forget-me-nots do?
Yes. I'm up. Hello, forget me not. A small piece of twine tied in an intricate knot allows the user to locate any object that they have seen perfectly within 50 feet of them. If you have not seen or felt the object but have a description, the knot can still be used, but it's less accurate and may come up. Objects can be used 3 times before the knot unravels and the twine dissolves.
I'm even more sad knowing that's what Nora bought for some reason.
It's because it's a very sad thing.
I
It's
had
basic.
flashbacks of his nightmares.
It's basically you put those things on your keys and you can find them from your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Word.
But it's
Hey,
any
that's that.
item, kind of.
For real.
I know you don't.
It's a real ass
It's a
thing. you
call
can
out
do.
now.
Except for you don't need the thing on your keys or a phone.
Thank God, because we don't have either of those. No keys, no thing for the keys, no phone.
Yeah, you know what? Give me the eyeglass.
Okay.
This extraness. And translates into 50 platinum, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And I've written these down, no joke. Like, I've just done very basic descriptions. That's what I've been looking at. Rather than asking, what does this do again?
That's fine.
Whoops. 6, so down to 1310. Okay, cool. Nice. I mean, Merritt kind of has that ability, but it takes a spell slot, so no. Fairy Fire isn't great. Okay, cool.
The tent sounds really useful, but Penn wouldn't buy it. I don't know if somebody else wants it.
Actually, Noah's totally gonna buy that IKEA tent.
Okay.
500?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 50 platinum.
All right. Silver Sail, the spine, Humphrey, the left foot, Quill of Faces.
And arrows, but we determined, I think, Merritt can only use the arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll expand into bolts one day.
God, I want to know what this 9 does.
I want this 9 so bad.
Zandello sees you all like eyeing this 9, and he's the spine 9, the 9 spine, this 9, if you will, and he walks up to you with a big grin and his hands like put together and says, "Oh, I see you've spotted our new merchandise."
Yes, very much so. It's very tempting, but you know.
Do what?
Reverence just goes, I want it.
Well, I will have you know, this little sweetheart has some very special abilities that are unique, and it's better if you find on your own.
Will it teach me how to use this kind of sword?
It may.
Reverence squints at Zandello.
I'm not going to say too much on it. It sells itself. Look at it. It's very pretty.
I want it very badly,
Noah
Zandello,
goes,
but I
God
don't.
fucking damn it! He slams down his coin bag.
Oh, Noah, I want it!
Look, the man has sold me on it, and can you buy it?
Yes, I can buy it. I'm
You
rich.
can? If you
Yes.
want to, go ahead and buy it and save me the heartache of
If
losing
I
what
can't
told.
use it, okay, listen, Noah. If it turns out I can't use it, I will sell it to you.
Okay. I could also teach you how to use it.
Please, God,
Please,
Reverence-
God.
is buying this 9.
Okay,
I love that we're not ever going to call it what it is.
that's
It
fine.
is this 9.
I've accepted this.
Goodbye.
10,000 gold.
1,000 platinum, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm down to 170 platinum.
God.
Oof. Noah just goes,
That's still a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, it is.
This is the only wicked expensive shit. Give me that sword.
I've done it. You have the spine 9.
How do I find out the abilities?
You'll have to wait and try and use it, huh?
Fuck.
Noah also goes, thank you, Reverence.
Reverence, her eyes are filled with unrestrained glee. She's holding this sword and she looks fucking insane.
The sword is, you pick it up and it's not heavy like you thought it would be at all. In fact, it's very easy to lift. And this sword is not small. Like, long swords are big. This one's like almost your height.
This is
Hell
Have you
yes.
sold us Sephiroth's fucking sword?
Oh my
It's
god.
not Sephiroth's sword.
Okay.
It's
How tall
It's
is
got
he
a flat
compared to
face.
Noah? How tall is Reverence?
She is 5.
5'6". 6?
Damn, that's a big
Yeah, she's
sword.
5'6".
yeah, the sword's like 4.5 feet.
Oof. It is definitively taller than Pen.
And yeah, you don't have much problem wielding it to the best you can see.
she's literally filled with glee.
So how does it feel, Reverence?
It is excellent.
Good, but I meant like more the weight. Is it heavy? Is it
No,
What?
she like
No.
waves it around a little bit carefully.
She doesn't want to break anything. Doesn't want
Carefully.
to cut anything.
But just enough to like show that she's holding it, and I'm not strong. She's not strong.
Noah kind of he raises one eyebrow. He's like, sword that big shouldn't be that light.
It's magic, Noah.
I guess. Lucky you.
This is Zendello's. Maybe I'll let you use it sometime.
You have a very excellent point.
Giselle's just kind of like watching you and like grinning. And after you've sort of played with it, he's like, "You have made an excellent choice. I'm so happy to know it's going to a good home."
I just really hope I can use it, because if I can't, I have to give it to Noah. What's Noah's strength?
No, his is only 10.
Oh my god. I keep
It's
forgetting.
only 10. Yeah. We had this
Yeah.
discussion last week.
I keep forgetting. Reverence has 12. Reverence is fucking ripped
Gameplay
in
was
comparison to Noah.
stronger. Just that 1 + 1 to the 0. God.
Yep.
Pen would beat Noah in an arm wrestling contest.
Oh my god.
That would be really funny.
Yeah. Pin can be.
Reverence is delighted with her purchase.
We
All
still
right.
don't know Nor's strength either, so he could be the most powerful of us all. Anyway. God, yeah, that's the most for Merit. Merit's just been watching the entire exchange. It's 9, just like, yeah, just sort of snickering in the distance because it's like I'm good. I have a weapon. I have a few. I have daggers. We're fine.
Reverence would hand Noah this 9 so that he can
Test it.
Noah, you take this 9, and it's about as heavy as a normal longsword.
What?
Oh damn.
Wow. This is. He kind of like gets a feel for it. This is amazing.
No, I
Okay.
mean, like, it feels its weight. It's
Yeah.
not light like it was for reference.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
He's still
But
like
he's still amazed that
Yeah.
the size of it. It's still like a good weight, a good feel to it.
Mm,
it's metal.
Look,
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
you come across a very good purchase reference.
Thanks for letting me buy it from under your nose.
No,
It
here's
is,
the thing. It would have been very nice, but I really don't like paying that much money for stuff.
I have never felt better about a purchase in my entire life.
I look forward to teaching you how to use it, though.
For once, I am
Hmm.
eager to spend time with you, Noah.
That's wonderful. That's a first.
Yeah, it is like, it's like a dark steel.
Hell yes.
Looks fucking badass. There's a spine on it.
Yes, that's why I wanted it so bad. This is badass. I love it. Reverence takes her sword back.
You hand it back.
I am so happy.
Alright. Does anyone else want anything?
Honestly, out of character, kind of jealous.
I feel bad.
No, don't.
And character-wise, it works. It's just like, what does it do?
I mean, does the
There's
Horntail have
no
like
better.
a zone for training?
Yeah.
Reverence is gonna get there and start fucking swinging.
I mean, you are about to be on a ship for like 2 weeks, 3
Very
maybe,
big.
and
Uh-huh.
Matt has a long sword and definitely knows how to use it, and so I mean, no one knows how to use long swords.
And like, there's
That's not why she's
room
gonna
on
start
the deck.
swinging.
I mean, yeah, you can have fun.
She's gonna go start swinging to see if anything happens.
Okay.
Well, that's fair. And I did say
Also-
like a few days, so this could be like spaced, but whatever.
Yeah. After like the Zendello trip, Noah is also going to go to a music shop.
All right.
Music?
Also, as he was gonna ask Noah if he wanted to come along, because you know he's a
Yes.
bard.
Music.
Please
Music,
guide
hey.
me. Guide him to the instruments. That's all he was
Take me
looking
to
for
my
when we
people.
found him.
He was burned right here.
Right there. Yup.
Home. Zindilla's shop. Anyway.
Noah, I've got a question. After we come out of here, I plan to go to the music shop in town. Would you like to come along?
His eyes bright up,
Oh, bless
and
him.
he's like,
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
Can we go now?
Oh.
Actually, I don't see why not. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
He hops on Lilith and holds out a hand for Noah.
Oh my god.
Reverence waves to them as they go out the door.
As is Merritt.
Noah waves back at everyone.
Nor took his hand.
He
Off you
pulls
go.
Nora up on the bear and goes.
Holy shit.
Onward.
We ride.
Valiant steed.
We're going on a trip on our favorite owl bear.
Zooming. Nowhere. Not zooming at all.
No
Fucking
zoom.
giant owl bear. She
Floating?
hovers. She doesn't zoom.
All you zoom in on is this fucking doggo city.
I fucking love the dog city.
Barkshaw. Was that it? Is that what it was?
Maybe?
Like,
What was
because
it,
we
Bork
scribbled
Shaw?
this out and it was like,
Yeah, and Delta took it away.
yeah.
I did.
I know I wrote something about Nya.
You drew all over my map with graffiti. I'm gonna take it away.
We vandalized the map.
Barknia.
Barknia.
God, don't do it again.
Yeah.
I hate you! Anyway, Noah, roll me a d20. With advantage, because Nora's here too.
What? Oh.
So roll it again.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Didn't help
boy.
much, Nor.
Well,
So, what kind of music store are you looking for?
Instruments?
Instruments, yes.
You go around the shopping district, and you don't really find any music shops, but you enter the bazaar place, and you manage to find like one tent, and they have a couple of instruments sort of laid out, waiting just for people to buy.
He looks around. Does he find a guitar of any kind?
There
Some
is
kind of instrument.
one guitar. All of the instruments look pre-owned. None of them are like fresh new, but most of them aren't really from around here. There's a lot of weird shaped instruments that aren't from Tenem. There's one guitar, and it's old and it's missing one string, but it otherwise seems fine.
He would he would like to ask for the price.
Price first.
Yeah, the owner of the tent is an old woman who's just kind of like staring you all down as you like gaze through the wares, you and your giant owl bear. kind of like gives you a look and says, 10 gold.
His eyes get bright and he says, "Deal."
She smiles and she's missing a few teeth and just like takes your hand and shakes it.
For all the fucking uses in Dell and his exorbitant prices, we're just like, hell yeah, 10 gold?
Yeah.
Fuck
10
yeah.
gold? Fuck yeah.
10 gold is so expensive for a broken guitar.
I know, that's
He
why it's so
doesn't care,
fucking
he-
funny.
Most of us don't even
He
have
just-
the heart to haggle, as far as I can
'Cause
tell.
we're
We're just
fucking-
like, okay.
I just blew 10,000 gold on a sword I might
Yeah.
not be able to use. Money means nothing because we
I
shop at
guess
Gonzalo's.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Are there any
Understandable.
other, like, instruments?
There's a couple of horns. There's a lute and like a sitar, and there's I don't remember what they're called. They're like small harps.
I can think of how it's spelled. I can't.
Harpsichord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaguely like that, but
There's
it's
a
not
D.
that.
It's a D
Yeah.
instead of an E.
There we go. That's what I got wrong.
Yeah.
It's like the one that you can hold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um. It was the harpsichord, some tutors, and what else?
The tuners?
Like the horns.
The horns.
There's horns, harpsichord. There's a lute. There's
Oh,
a
yeah, lute.
sitar.
What's a sitar again? I know what.
It's
I've
a
heard
variation
of it
of
from
guitar,
there.
kind of.
Yeah. It's a string instrument.
Yeah, it's a string instrument that's.
Oh, I know what sitar is. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew I heard
Right.
it somewhere before.
A centaur?
No.
It's a centaur.
It's like
It's a centaur.
yeah.
It's a centaur-shaped sitar.
No shit.
That's canon now. That's real. It's a centaur-shaped sitar. I'm not joking.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Get
shit.
that one.
I mean,
Noah's
Yes.
gonna also ask for the price of that, alongside the loot too.
She says that the sitar is 50 gold and the lute is 30.
Look that bug up.
He kind of sits there and thinks for a minute and looks in his gold pouch. So it'd be 50, 80 altogether?
Yes.
Okay. He's like, yes, I'll take them. Although, one question. Do you know where I could get a string?
She seems like delighted that you're buying this. And she gives you a grin and says, "Well, you have a lot of hair on your head."
Oh.
Oh. I mean, I'm good. And I don't even know if that would work. But thank you for the,
the instruments themselves.
thank you for the suggestion. And also the instruments.
No problem. Please come again.
I might.
She gives you another grin.
He grins. And he hands her the gold.
This woman looks poor, and you hand her this huge amount of gold, and she looks so delighted. I don't know. Is Jess still here?
I'm back.
Are you back?
Noah's gonna ask, Nor if No, is there anything that catches your eye? While we're here.
Delta, what kind of horn are they?
There's a trumpet and a trombone.
Ooh, you're
Oh my
tempting me.
god!
And like something that's kind of like a French horn, but it's smaller and
Oh my god!
it's just not. It's not a French horn.
What is it?
Shape.
Smaller French horn. Also, I tried to kill the bug and it did not die and it went somewhere and I did not see it.
Oh god!
So
Oh.
paranoia is up high.
That's literally
Anxiety
the
set
worst.
to on.
I had a bag in here in my room that I could hear crinkling. It was,
Oh,
a plastic
no.
bag. I opened it up and I did not see what it was, but as soon as I saw something moving, I was like, oh, hell no. And I just walked it outside. And then my mom looked through it and saw that it was just a moth, and I felt bad then.
I found it. I'll be
Huh?
back.
The bug?
I mean, I guess they're going to go kill it, I
I
think.
thought they meant the tiny French horn that I'm making up on the spot.
I also thought they meant the tiny French horn.
And I was gonna be really
yeah.
surprised. I'm thinking along the lines of like an ear horn.
Fuck is that?
Wonderful.
That you don't know what an ear horn is? It's the horn you put into your ear so you can hear better because you're old.
What?
Because people
Oh.
didn't have hearing aids at one
That
point.
is not a French horn, let me tell you that.
No, I'm saying that's like
The shape.
The shape, kind of. It's like a
Also-
mixture between an ear horn and a French horn. There's
They
no
are, like-
buttons.
They are tiny French horn.
Kinda,
also-
yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
thought of.
Also, I lost a bug, so I don't know where the fuck it went again.
Jesus, get your
Damn.
bug shit together.
I can't, I'm afraid.
God,
Kill the
mood.
bug.
No, I can't find it anymore, so
That buggo is determined to get you.
What kind of bug is it?
Chance, don't say shit like that.
don't say that. Don't say that. I don't
Look,
know. I didn't see it. It was
It-
like,
can't be as
See
bad
it
as my
moving?
experience last night.
Oh, please. Can we?
I have
Let's
a
not.
light.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
shared
not.
mine because there's a moth.
Oh, much worse than that.
I don't know, I
Yeah.
could share mine, but I don't want you guys to panic.
That's.
what?
I would panic.
Please.
Hmm?
Okay.
I panic.
I know. So I'm not saying what I've found.
Good.
Anyway, let's play this game.
Yeah.
Horns.
Mom?
Toot toot.
You gonna get them tutors?
How much are these horns?
The horns, they're what I say. There's a trumpet and trombone and the weird horn, strange horn. Trumpets, 15. Trombones, 15. Weird horn is 10.
Hmm. I asked the old lady, can I play test these?
Be my guest.
Toot toot.
Yeah, you pick up the horns and play a couple of them. They don't sound bad. They just sound like kind of like they haven't been used for a while.
Oh, these poor babies.
I love that Nora's like adopting these instruments, not.
Nor has
Not
like
buying
11
it. He's
kazoos
taking
I
them
know.
in.
He's taking them in.
and more. I keep seeing like something moving at the corner of my eye, and I look at it, it's nothing, and I'm just scared.
That's that's the paranoia. Just ignore it.
Ah,
That's the
Okay.
paranoia.
all right. Give me that funky horn, the weird one.
Okay. Toot toot.
Toot toot. Toot toot. So, how much again?
10
I
gold.
I gave her that 10.
Sick. Yeah, you pay off this old lady, and she is just delighted with you two.
Invite Mary next time and there'll be even more and she'll be happier. God. I wasn't that interested this time, but maybe at some point. Just because. Anyway.
But yeah, she says, thank you so much for your business. Please come back anytime. I'll have new instruments, maybe.
I
She gives you a wink.
will be back.
I'll be waiting. And she's just like giving you both this grin and like putting her hands on her chin.
Bless. Okay.
Alright. Instruments bought. Zendello's gone to. Are we good? Did we do the shopping?
When
We did do the shop.
when they go back to the Horntail, Reverence busts in there and immediately looks for the people she knows.
It's like, come check out this shit!
Literally just drawing this not
God.
okay, not like in a threatening way. Like she
Comes
busts
in screaming and,
pretty much
and swinging.
not swinging. She just like is very excited and
She just holds it up with pride.
you know what I'm saying.
I mayhaps do. Hold on, let me get the horn ready again, I guess. Throw all these people around. Where are you, Margray? Please leave me
Cryptid.
alone, Zendello.
Zendello, you haven't been here. Please don't.
Zendello, you are not here right now. This is
There's
not...
not there's not a banister for you to go down, and please don't go up the banister. That would be Isn't there like railing like when we go down to the God, anyway.
Yeah.
That's impressive thinking about that though. He'd be extra enough. He probably would. If he could. He might could. Anyway.
Okay, there we go. Everyone's in their places. The scene is set.
Hey, yo, what's good?
No. This is wrong.
Listen, I threw you in a pile.
Reverence is in front.
Well, oh shit.
Oh my god.
I did that too. It's okay. There's a little red mark over there now. And she stops right here, like hands on the pommel of the sword, like indecisively looking between the table and Mother's. So she just kind of ends up right here and just goes, "Look!"
They all look at you like, what the fuck?
She holds up her new cool sword.
Margaret, like, immediately, like, leans over the table like, oh my god, that sounds so cool!
Isn't it awesome? Reverence is so excited.
Rizlan and Dahlia show a vague interest, as well as Stella. Margaret is the only one who seems interested.
Margaret understands me.
Margaret gets it, it's a big, cool sport.
It's a big cool
Sport.
sword.
It's a sport! Fuck you!
It's a big cool sport with a spine on it.
The
It's
Snine sword.
No, it's not spine, it's nine.
here's
The
the thing.
Stein sport!
We're all gonna call it the Snine. Reverence is gonna call it the spine.
Well, yeah, I figured we like use the actual name because we didn't see how it's spelled.
Reverence goes upwards and starts to lay the sword out on the counter, but then looks at Stella and says, "Can I put the sword?
It hasn't been used.
Fine.
Thank you." She puts it down gently. Make sure to not put the pointy bits in the wood.
Margaret runs a hand down the sword and just looks really impressed.
This sword was very expensive.
It
I
looks
don't know
like
if I
it.
can use it.
Let's find out. Margaret jumps over the counter.
Reverend like lights up. She just like she's just like really really excited, and holy shit, she just yeah.
Very curious to find out what it does, so. You.
Yeah, Margaret motions for you to pick up the sword, and then looks at Stella, and just goes, "Don't worry." And she leads you upstairs.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
God.
Reverend very excitedly picks up the sword and follows Margaret. Reverend like beams at Rizlan as she goes past.
Rizlan gives you a thumbs up.
Reverend is like almost shaking with barely contained enthusiasm.
And this is the person holding the longsword.
Bitch loves pointy shit.
Whereas Superbutchess is like, he sort of he starts like towards the way up and is like,
Yeah, Pen just
Just-
follows.
he just sort of looks over at the counter and is like, Stella, what?
Stella doesn't look happy, but doesn't stop him.
Wrong reference.
Oh,
Oh god, it is. How is that there? Oh, this is because I did delete it.
okay. I was
You
about to
should
be
get rid of
like,
her. She doesn't look like that. She took
I-
off her cardboard pauldrons.
No, it's because this icon has not been touched since then.
Shit.
I
Yeah,
haven't moved
since-
it.
yeah, like since what? When we
Since
met Geo
Geo.
last time we were here, yeah. But, yeah, it's like he looks apologetic. He's like, he just mouths, "I'm sorry," and then continues up. He's
Everybody's
concerned.
coming to watch what's about to go down.
He's actually more concerned about Reverence holding this long, pointy thing than anything else. God, how do I?
Noah hollers up the stairs. Can I come up?
Reverend says yes.
There's more asking Margaret.
Margaret just goes, "I don't care!"
Cool.
Everyone can join this party. I don't get.
Pen just goes and fucking sits in their bed.
Look, they're
Politely
big
sits.
pillows.
Is Nor coming?
You just watch them all new.
Yeah.
Did Lilith come?
Lilith sees them go up the stairs. It tries to squeeze through the stairs a little bit.
No, the stairs are wide. Lilith can
They're
definitely
wide?
fit.
Oh. Lilith
But they
comes
can
up.
hold
Oh
her.
my god. Stella's gonna kill you.
Lilith jumps in the bed.
Oh my god.
No. Lilith, no!
At least she got a
He
bath.
looks At Margaret, like, oh
Very.
fuck.
Margaret does not even flinch. Is preoccupied.
Margaret is busy.
Okay.
She was
Margaret
raised
comes
by
over to
wolves.
this wall, which is, I think I mentioned it before, but I don't remember.
Maybe
It is
briefly.
like weapons,
Hmm.
and she pulls off her own longsword from the wall and
Oh,
turns to you
shit.
very excitedly.
Reverence is suddenly terrified.
Appropriate response.
Her
And
grin
she just-
falls. Oh my god, are you going to kill me?
She looks at you and she just says, "What are you doing? Attack me!
I don't know how to use this thing.
Start swinging it!
Reverence swings it at her.
Roll a d20."
Reverence, as she's swinging it, says, "I really don't want to hurt you."
Mary's
fuck.
watching
Oh,
with
fuck.
moderate
Oh, shit.
terror.
You swing the sword and it misses by a mile. And Margaret kind of gives you a look. It's like, I didn't even have to deflect. Come
I
on.
don't
Oh.
Margaret, I
What the
told him to
fuck?
use a sword. I've never used a sword in
Keep
my life.
swinging then. Let's go.
She fucking swings at her again.
So roll another d20.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
Oh,
You miss.
shit.
Yep.
It's
What?
backwards.
The sword
isn't it?
Delta, this
stuck
is such a
in the
good
wall.
sword.
And several of the like daggers kind of clatter and almost fall out. And she goes, "Holy shit! Whoa, wait a minute!" And Margaret kind of like stops you and takes a moment to yank the sword out of the wooden wall.
I told you, Margaret.
Margaret,
Reverence.
Margaret gives
Noah's coming around, but Reverence is like readying it to just fucking swing again.
Oh god.
Margaret takes the sword from you and kind of looks it over, and Margaret's gonna swing with it.
Shit. Reverence fucking runs.
Just
Oh, sorry,
hightails
Ken.
it.
Margaret drops the sword, and it kind of just clatters to the floor. And she goes, "Okay,
Reverence goes, I thought you knew how to use this thing.
I thought I did too."
Reverence picks it up and swings at her again.
Roll d20.
Oh. I love this.
You swing it, and it misses again by a wide margin. It's not getting stuck in anything this time, but it still misses.
I got a natural 20. What the fuck is this?
Did we just get fucked by Zendello? Let me see it, if you don't mind.
She hands it to Noah.
I want to try it this time.
He's gonna
As
get some
the
space.
can Merritt do the detect magic and just sort of watch and see if it glows?
I mean, it's glowing the whole time.
I mean, it is very much magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, it's deeply, it's magic central.
At this time, Noah's gonna be very precise on his form. He's gonna draw his foot back. He's gonna keep a perfect form to try and make a precise blow. He doesn't care about power. And let's see.
You drop the sword. You
What
like,
the fuck?
you are like wheeling it back, like readying for it, and as you start bringing it forward, it just slips out of your hand and clatters.
Reverence, either.
I'm gonna kill Zendello.
Either Zendello fucked you over, or you need to attune with the weapon or some shit.
I'm pretty sure he literally said you don't have to attune to it.
Well, then you got fucked by Zendello.
I'm going to kill Zendello.
Not with this sword, obviously.
I have a dagger.
That's also from Zendala.
No, it
I
isn't.
mean, Merritt has it.
Nah, that's someone. Margaret goes over and is like, I want to try again. Picks up the sword.
Oh god.
She swings it and it doesn't hit anything, but also it like clips on the floor a little bit and rips out of her hand, and she's like, "Fuck."
This is a fucked up sword.
Okay, can I take the sword and fucking really closely inspect it, like Arcana-wise?
Yes. Roll an Arcana check for me.
I'm shooting at Arcana, but
Can Merritt, like, he's been looking at it trying to determine just magic-wise why it could be doing this thing. He's not, like, closely inspecting. He's sitting, but... Can I roll the thing?
Hold on.
You're gonna have to inspect it, Merritt.
I mean, yeah, as Reverence does, he goes over them.
Reverence, you give the thing a good look over. I mean, it is clearly like a magical weapon. Like
No.
you can basically smell the magic on it.
Mhm.
You can't tell the nature of what it actually is, but there's something, and what you can tell is it's just not connecting.
Noah just got a bright idea. Not so bright. Actually, here's the thing. But he wants to try something. He goes, Reverence.
I don't like that tone of voice, and you know it.
I know you don't, but here's the thing. You might actually like what's about to happen. can you give Margaret the sword? Or no? Yes. No? Sorry, I fucked everything up. My mind just like fucking.
Just went.
I had a brain
to-
fart. Can I
Let's try
see
this
the
again.
sword for a second?
Why?
He takes out his crossbow and he hands it to Margaret. Says, Margaret, wait, can you actually? Are you able to shoot crossbows? You good with them?
She gives you a look like she's insulted.
Don't insult
Look, I'm
Margaret.
sorry. I just want to make sure because I might be putting my life in danger here.
I can work a crossbow, big
Cool.
man. And takes a crossbow from you.
Reverend hands you the sword. I really want Margaret to shoot you, so here you go.
Okay, he's gonna. Sam, wait. Where's like a solid wall that doesn't have anything on it?
This wall with the window.
Okay.
Fucking window, so we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah. All right. He's gonna go to this corner and he's gonna guard with the
Just 9.
sword. Yep.
This nine's board.
This nine's board.
Actually, Margaret, before no, never mind. Let's do this.
Just shoot me.
Just shoot me.
I'm.
Like maybe not
Okay.
me, but like in my general vicinity, where I could try to block this.
Reverend goes, shoot him in the head!
Fuck you,
Please
Reverend.
She's smiling while she says it. I swear to God, eventually they're gonna be really, really good friends and it's gonna be amazing.
One day.
But
One
like
day.
once they actually warm up to each other, their type of friendship is gonna be wonderful. Just saying.
Yeah.
One day, and Merritt will be proud. But not one day super soon. Anyway.
Margaret gives you a look and lines up the crossbow and says, "Are you sure this?"
I'm not completely sure. I was gonna say maybe try striking me with the sword or dagger first.
Yeah, I mean we're going straight to projectiles that can kill
Yeah. Yeah. I just was worried that would insult you again.
you. She looks even more insulted now,
I'm sorry.
and she pulls out her long sword and just like kind of sets your crossbow down. And she's gonna strike at you with the longsword. I mean, your swords bounce together.
Nothing special happens, as it seems.
Again.
Okay.
Margaret!
Still
Come
nothing.
on, Margaret.
Okay. He puts the sword down. He's not in a guarded stance. And he goes, one last time.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna
No.
do this.
Reverend goes, kill him!
No, Stella will kill me if there's blood on the rug.
He scales up.
It's like, okay, no. This.
All right, that's.
But-
I'll do it now.
There.
I'm okay with hitting a scaly,
Uh,
says Margaret.
click delete.
Delete,
There we go.
bitch.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit your scaled arm, right?
14.
And, yeah, I think it is. No, I think it's 16 scaled.
So yeah,
Or no, 17 scaled. So yeah.
the sword
Strong.
hits your side and it just kind of bounces off because you have fucking scales. And
Well,
you
he was
don't
going-
defend yourself at all for some
He
reason.
was going to see how quickly he can try to defend himself, rather than staying at a guard stance.
To see
Well-
if it's defense.
You can pull the sword up, and I mean, roll dexterity, I guess? A dexterity saving throw?
You're proficient.
Uh,
Nice.
Yeah, you bring the sword up, like, well with time, and it hits the sword without any problem.
well, I mean, really, it doesn't seem there's anything special about it. It doesn't automatically block stuff. So,
Same.
I don't know what's wrong with this fucking sword. If it doesn't block swords, I don't imagine it'll help to block projectiles any differently. Yeah, I'd rather not test that.
Margaret reaches out for the sword again from you,
He hands it to her.
and she's gonna swing at you.
Cool.
Nope, still misses. It almost breaks the window, and she goes, "Oh
I imagine that also would have pissed off Stella.
no!" Yeah. Oof.
Oof.
Simple
yeah,
sword's
what the
just
fuck
really
is
bad.
Yeah, kind of really shitty sword, I guess. That's really disappointing.
Anyone else want
Wait.
to try?
I'm good. But is there no one else around the hotel right can actually identify the magic? It's
Well,
clearly
and
magical,
like-
but
She leans on the sword. Stella probably could.
I'm going to get Stella.
Okay.
Reverence is gone.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Reverence goes down to the bar and does her best, like, I'm helpless, please give me a wonderful face. And
No one
she
changes back.
Stella, we need you very badly.
What did you break?
Nothing. We didn't break anything. I promise. You can see for yourself. But also, we're all dumb as fuck, and you're not.
Did Margaret put you
No
up to
one
this?
tries to.
No,
cover
she
up
didn't.
Lilith.
Well, she did say you're smart.
That doesn't sound like Margaret, but I'm listening.
Well,
You're-
'cause we asked if there's a problem with my cool sword. That's making it distinctly less cool, and I need your help.
Merritt
I'm not-
tries to lure Lilith with good berries away from the bedding.
I'm not very good at swords.
It's not the sword part. It's the magic part.
Pen is trying to cast mending on some of the like rips in the carpet.
Everyone quickly scramble! Yeah, Margaret is like putting all the daggers back into place and like kind of there's a dent now in the thing and she's kind of covering it with the sword.
Just fucking. The carpet's definitely screwed up in a couple places.
There's a few holes.
Oh gosh.
There's like a fucking dink in the wood over here.
Yeah.
Merritt sort of like goes back near his seat, but like tries to keep Lilith there, just like really like here.
If you like set them down or feed to her, she's gonna gobble on them for a bit and then just kind of sit down.
Yeah. Just like
And Noah's gonna come over there, so she stays there.
yeah.
Stella says, what exactly is the problem with the magic?
I don't know.
It won't let us hit things. Anything.
I
The
guess I can
sword is
come.
bad at being a sword?
That's... Sweetheart, that's a terrible explanation.
I'm not good at things.
Okay,
It's
yep.
just bad. Please come look at
I'll
it.
be up there. I'm coming.
Thank you, you're a blessing.
He comes.
Pen runs back and sits down on the cushion.
As we hear the footsteps. Yeah,
The hoof
Merritt
steps.
Remember, before Stella
Just sits
can,
down.
and like as soon as she gets out of Stella's sight, but is before she gives them all a thumbs up.
Merritt like gives a thumbs up back, kind of.
Yeah, Margaret sees you come in first and like stops trying to cover up the dent and just like leans on the wall very casually.
Uh-huh.
Margaret,
Margaret?
I said I
Yep.
was saying Margaret and thinking Stella, so it was rough.
Gotcha.
Stella walks in and sort of like gives you all a very suspicious look.
Merritt's being very casual.
Everyone
Hiding
being
the
super
few
nonchalant,
gooders.
no big deal.
Turns over to her wife. What's the problem? And Margaret just kind of hands out the sword. Stella gives it a look over and let me fucking... Come here, Stella.
Nice.
She sits down and gives it a good inspection and says, "This is a really weird magic. Where did you get this from?"
Good old
It's this place
Zendellos.
called Cindella's where we get a lot of weird things. So that tracks.
He
Cindella's.
just
Where have I heard that? And she like closes her eyes and
Honestly, he might be a criminal.
I think I've heard someone talking about that recently. Whatever. Sword is, I mean, it's got a power to it. It's hard to tell what it's supposed to do, but it seems like it's kind of locked away right now.
Hmm. Maybe it's not a usual attunement, but it does still require some sort. Yeah. Maybe
Fuck
more.
what Zendello said.
I'm going to kill Zendello.
Ah, he
Maybe
does
so,
good
but I
work.
don't
Let
think
him
you
live.
give me the money back. So
You might have to also fight Greta for the money, and that's not going to end well for anyone.
oh fuck.
That's what I was thinking this whole time, but I don't know. I was just waiting for it to happen, and lo and behold.
Stella stands up and hands the sword back to you, Reverence, and says, "Whatever it is, it's got some strong magic to it. If you figure it out, it'll probably be a decent blade."
Thank you, Stella.
And then she turns to Margaret and says, "You hit this, didn't you?" And just points to the wall. And Margaret kind of, you look lovely in this lighting today, dear. And she just kind of kicks her.
They're so cute.
And before Stella turns back to you and says, "I'm sorry I couldn't help more."
It's okay. You helped a lot. Like, you're smarter than the rest of us.
She gives you all a look. Before
She's
just like
Look at
nodding and
them.
like, "I think you are right, unfortunately."
Ouch.
Anyway, if my services are no longer needed, she kind
Yes.
of nods her head.
Fine.
Thank you very much.
Try not to tear up everything too much, darling, and just leaves.
Yeah, Reverence waits a second and says, "So do you think if I just keep swinging it around, it'll start working?"
Should we go to the training grounds before we just go swinging it around? Considering it doesn't like to stay in our hands for very long.
Yeah, perhaps don't do that in here anymore.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. Reverence picks up the sword and starts going, "Stored?"
The sword.
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 And why is the sword so cursed to be a sword?
She goes to the training grounds with the sword. The sword, the sword, the sword.
This nine
No
sword.
ass, Marla, come along.
Yeah, whatever. You can all. I don't care. I just want this to work, and I'm just gonna swing it until I pass out.
This is the rest of our day.
It'll work
Just
eventually, right?
Staring intensely at this sword.
I mean, Y'all could probably do some stuff while I sit here and roll 1,000 d20s until I get a 9.
Didn't Penn need to talk to Margaret?
No.
Ted did.
You sure did say something about it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey, Benjamin.
Hey.
Like,
Do
it's
it,
not
Benji.
that big of a deal.
Hey.
That
I'm
has
literally
to be
just
talked
do
about
that.
at all.
Benji.
Just
Do that
do it
now.
real fast, Benji.
Look, I'm gonna start rolling them. You do the thing.
Hey, Margaret.
Never mind.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Well, thanks.
No, do your thing
No,
though.
Pet, do the thing
Do
first.
Uh, okay. So, Margaret, how do you send a letter?
Oh,
Margaret looks at you for a moment after everyone's left. Here, hold on. I'll delete everyone. There will be
Goodbye.
privacy.
you.
And says, well, there's a post office downtown that you give the people 2 letters, and they put them the places. Yes. Or if it's a hard place to reach, you could send someone from here.
It might be a little bit difficult. There's a horned tail over on US store, right?
There's 2.
There's 2.
There's one in the north and one in the south.
Which one's closer, Delta?
Penn wouldn't know this.
Penn wouldn't know. Cool.
Probably the southern one.
If you had to guess, you were a little more south, maybe.
Could I point to an area on a map and get this letter there somehow? Penn doesn't know anything about the
Margaret.
postal system.
Margaret kind of shrugs and says, probably. Do you need a map?
Yes, please.
She goes over to this desk, rifles around through some stuff before pulling out it's not a great map. It's small and old and kind of shitty. Like, but it's a map of continents.
Nice.
And they
That'll
are
be really
labeled.
good at pointing at specific places.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Margaret.
I'm just flipping through the difference.
She's
I have
trying.
both of those maps saved that Delta had made. One that says detailed and one that is more. Anyway.
Yeah, she holds it out to you and says, where do you need a letter?
Penn points in the vague area because it's a map of a continent with nothing marked very well. And says there's a village of wood elves in that area. And shrugs.
Margaret looks at the map and is like, that is a large area, but it'll work. You have the letter?
Yeah, Penn pulls it out of Hector and hands it to her.
It's slimy. No.
A little bit slimy.
A little bit slimy on the edges. She takes it and nods and says, I'll send someone. It might take a while, but it's probably faster than the postal system.
Thanks, Margaret.
No problem. She pats your head.
That's so good. Gonna go
Alright, well,
watch
you-
Reverence swing that sword now.
Yeah, make sure she doesn't lose a hand.
I'll do my best.
Or head.
Penn runs off.
Alright. Goodbye, Pen. It's just smart right now.
Looking at the dent she made, and it's just like, oh. So, anything happened with the 9?
Unlock my sword.
Unlock
Yeah?
the backstory to the sword. Level 1 gained.
Okay, so the training quote unquote grounds is outside the back of the guild, kind of around where all of the carts and horses and shit is kept. And it's pretty rudimentary. It's outside, but so it's kind of cold, but you know, you're swinging a fucking sword, so you're cool with it. And also you're a tiefling, so like you're kind of always fire.
Word.
But anyway, there's a few like hay training dummies set up, and they're well worn, but you know, they're there. And you walk out there, and everyone follows, and you raise the blade, and you move to hit down on this dummy, and immediately it is no longer a sword you're holding.
What?
The entire weapon just like shifts in your hand so that the blade turns into this curved thing at the end, and its hilt becomes a long stick, and you are now holding a scythe.
Oh,
Oh,
You
shit.
made this for me!
And you swing it down, like not even fully registering that it's a scythe, and it just slices the dummy in half, and it just kind of explodes.
Oh, shit.
Here, let me show you this description.
Gimme, gimme, gimme! I can't believe you made this sword just for me.
Sword, quote unquote.
Scored.
Sword.
Swipe.
There. Oh.
Not swipe?
Nah, don't like the sound of that one. Yeah?
Share with the class.
You must
I got
roll a natural 9 to land a hit with this blade. Once you roll a natural 9, the sword transforms into a long-handled scythe-like weapon with a 10-foot reach and can be rolled to hit as a normal weapon, no longer requires a nat 9. Sword will stay in this state for 1 minute, and all damage done in this state is doubled as if it were a critical hit. Critical hits are also
Shit.
doubled. Holy
what
Oh,
the
God.
fuck? Oh.
Hey,
So,
I'm
yeah.
glad 9 didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't kill Margrave.
Yeah.
You
Or
could-
Noah.
Noah could have died.
Oh, yeah.
Noah could have. We could have literally died.
Double damage, and Noah has some of the lowest health. You could
Yes.
have died.
So yeah, the scythe has the handle of the scythe does look like a spine, and it's still made of the dark metal.
Reverence realizes that she's now holding a scythe, and she turns around to her friends and screams, "This is the coolest shit ever!"
You are correct. That is fucking badass.
She just, like, screams for Margrave.
No,
Margaret's
also
currently
scream for
talking with
Margaret.
Ben.
I'm so upset that
Just-
it only lasts a minute.
God, this is gonna be very difficult. I don't...
Noah gets closer and like is in awe in this weapon, and he just kind of stares at it, admiring the craftsmanship, I guess.
Reverence is fucking bouncing up and down.
We're just sitting there, like, still surprised about it. And he just takes a moment, sort of blinks, and goes, "Well, yes, you were now one of the at least top 5 most terrifying people I know."
Reverence beams! She looks... Oh my god.
Noah runs his hand across like the side of the scythe, and he
The-
goes,
Blade.
not the blade, but like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Spine part.
Okay.
kind of on the spine up to the blade a little bit. Yeah, on the side of the blade. I didn't mean like the edged part though.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
the flat of the blade.
The flat of the blade, and he goes, Zendello, what's the actual fuck?
Reverence's eyes are sparkling.
Gleaming gold.
Reverence fucking takes off to run inside.
I know, bitch. I've been thinking about that
You
too.
think Zendello gives a shit? Or that he adheres to your rule?
I'm so terrified by him.
He just breaks the fourth wall. It doesn't care. It does not matter.
To be fair, none of us probably. Well, I mean, I guess was there like a label?
It's... Yes, it was labeled the spine with a 9.
He
Oh,
he
right.
breaks the fourth
Yeah.
wall
Fucking weirdo.
Breaking the fourth wall.
just very casually. I'd believe
yeah,
it. Out of
That's
regular
why he's
characters.
Zendello, but hey.
Yes.
Reverence sprints inside.
Still
And
not convinced
just
he's
goes,
of the
"What?"
world. So
Again. In parallel to earlier.
You
It's
see
a- it's a
Pen
si-
coming down the stairs, and everyone just kind of like looks at you for a moment, like you're just here with a weapon again. Okay.
It's inside this time!
Most people are not impressed.
does Margaret come down upon hearing screaming in the hall?
Yeah, Margaret comes down after Pen and sort of looks at it before going. Is that the fucking sword? Is that a sword?
Reverence starts jumping up and down.
Oh God!
Margaret! I don't know what
Noah-
I did, but it did it.
Noah's jumping up and down next to Reverend. He goes, it turned into, the sword turned into that.
Margaret takes the spine from your hand and like looks at it for a few moments like, this is the coolest.
This is so
Stella,
cool!
look at this! And she raises it up.
Reverence is fucking jumping. She's so fucking.
Stella just kind of like is watching. She's like leaning on the counter with her head in her hands and she's just like watching. And like Margaret goes, look at this! And she's like, it is a scythe.
Noah kind of looks at Stella, looks to Margaret, and then he looks back and forth between them for a sec, and he leans into Margaret's ear, and he says, it also might have exploded the training dummy.
Oh, no one gives a shit about that, dude. We'll just make a new one. They're just fucking. We just put some dirt together. It's fine. He's like, she is like swinging the scythe around in the air.
Reverence is clapping.
Like
Likewise,
as she's
Noah.
saying this.
Yes!
No, I mean she's saying this while she's swinging it.
Oh, word. Reverence is clapping.
Margaret hits the counter.
Oh no.
Reverence stops clapping. Takes 3 steps this way. Raises her
So-
hands in the air, says, I didn't do it!
So Merritt was standing out, just sort of watching from a distance, and then he steps in. Margaret hits that, and he just starts walking back out.
Reverence has her hands in the fucking air. Like, she's walking backwards like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Margaret did it. I didn't do it.
The scythe cuts through the counter like fucking a hot butter knife,
Oh,
Oh.
God!
and it gets wedged in the floor.
Noah,
And-
Noah, oh, sorry, you go.
Margaret's just like, ah, and Stella like just keeps watching and doesn't really react. And Margaret kind of yanks it out of the floor and just goes, Stella, you have to try this.
This is the longest minute of our lives.
Stella's just still hasn't moved, is just like watching Margaret before she slowly gets up, takes the weapon from her. It's taking a lot of self-restraint not to use this against you. I think it would kill you, so I'm not going to, but Margaret. And she just kind of like turns away, and then she hits the counter. And yeah, Stella also tears a large hole through the counter. And she smiles. And Margaret is also like, "Oh, you just turned my life, but also you see, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, right?"
Reverence puts her hands down and goes, "Stella, that was awesome!"
And Stella just kind of smiles at the hole for a few moments, grinning and handing it back to Margaret and says, "You're buying me a new counter." And Margaret just nods. He looks back to you, Reverence.
Yeah, as soon as Reverence feels it safe, she takes the thing.
Take this outside and do not bring it back in here.
Understood. Has it turned back to a sword?
After a few more moments, it does, and it is unpleasant. It makes a lot of like essentially bone cracking sounds as it turns back, and
shit.
in your hands it feels like kind of gross as it just kind of slithers back to the shape of a sword.
Reverence stares at it with wide eyes while it's doing this. Like, I assume enough time had passed that, like, when Margaret handed it back to her, it probably shifted soon after
Again.
that.
Yeah.
So she's like,
And yeah, it's back to being a sword.
The last 10 turns, you could murderize so much shit.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just had to fucking get a 9
It's
first.
just a 1 out of 20 chance of being able to even use the thing.
Welcome to D&D.
Yep.
Reverence
My favorite-
just, like, looks up. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to make an observation. You RP.
She just looks up after it shifts, and her eyes are just shimmering like glee. And she just kind of whispers, "This is the most thing I've ever."
All right.
The observation was, it looks like the Ranger boys are ready to go, if not us.
Everyone's
'Cause-
fucking scared of Stella.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Rangers have seen the shit. Especially
Noah's experienced
Noah.
it firsthand.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Merritt was just like, nope, gotta go.
Oh.
So, it's my favorite thing that looks like Noah's saddled up and everything. We're like, okay, if she
Fucking
starts,
go.
yeah,
If
she
the
goes on a
whole
rampage,
fucking
we're
horny hell
leaving.
catches on fire, we're out.
Save yourself. Anyway, yeah. That
Also-
was the observation.
I got a question. I know you said it did double damage and God forbid fucking double crit damage. But like, what's the base damage on it anyway? Really?
It's a scythe.
Those don't exist in this game.
Scythe
Yeah.
is not listed in 5e,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
I will arrange.
Word.
Okay.
Like when we did the one shot, I kind of just gave it whatever this lady has stats.
A
Halberd.
halberd.
Yeah, like
I think
that
that was
same
like a. I feel like that was like a D10, D12, D. It was at least a D8.
You
Can't
heard some
remember.
people.
D10.
Yeah. That's why I said D10 because that's
Yeah.
the like hurt people, but it's not like huge amount. But yeah. So okay.
I
But
will
no,
arrange.
this,
Go ahead.
A halberd's a D10.
There we go.
yeah.
Did it come with a sheath?
Kind of. It came with like a leather wraparound.
Reverence somehow stores it on her person in a dormant state.
I mean, yeah, you can strap it on or whatever.
She does that. And she fucking goes over here and she slams her hands down on the table and she still looks absolutely fucking overjoyed. And she goes, "Did you see that?"
They nod.
She's like,
Like,
half
yeah.
draping herself over the table. "You are not nearly as enthusiastic about this as you should be."
Rizlan sort of looks at you and says, You almost... Stella almost killed you.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, but...
You did bring it into the horned hell.
I didn't do it, and I would have ran. It's very fast.
I was ready to
And
hold
never
up in
came
the
back.
doors.
You would
Noah
never
just
have
goes,
seen it again.
"You can't run from
shrugs.
Stella."
He's haunted.
But aside from the fact where Stella almost killed me, cool.
No, it's like, honestly, the most badass thing I've ever seen.
Rizlan nods. It's very cool.
Reverence beams. Really, really big smile. Thank you. I spent a lot of money on it. It should be.
Think you were cursing Zindo's name and calling for his death before it worked.
Listen, I thought the man cheated me.
Have some faith. His magic is always very weird, but very interesting when it does work. And it hasn't failed us exactly yet.
Also, wait a minute. Reverence, how did you get it to do that anyway?
I don't
'Cause,
know.
like, it obviously wasn't working before.
I have no idea what made it work. I just swung it and then it did the thing. I
Stella
did
s-
nothing different.
Stella
Fucked
said
up.
the magic was locked in some way.
I unlocked it.
Seems to only do so every once in a while, I guess. Yeah.
Sword leveled up.
Sword level 1 is Scythe now.
Spored.
Support.
Sword.
Mine's bored.
Reverence looks like she's thinking really hard in Noah's direction. And says, "Do you want to buy it from me?"
I
I
mean,
will still sell it to you. I like it a lot, but also it's finicky. And I like it when I'm able to hit things.
I guess you have a point. Are you sure about that, though? You seemed very overjoyed about it.
I really, really, really like it. And maybe I'm not sure because it's really, really cool.
How about this? In a battle, say, I do get it to activate. I get swung a couple times. And then I give it to you to use while it's still activated.
Vice versa, it's more beneficial. Maybe.
Because also, here's the thing. Rangers get more multi-attack than a cleric, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clerics do not have multi-attack.
you're the only one that gets
Okay, that's what I
Period.
thought.
Spellcasters do not have
Yeah.
multi-attack.
Oh wait, I
period.
think Nor gets multi-attack later.
Well, yeah, nor might, because Battleboard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But most spellcasters do not. Like primary, no, we don't need that power.
So yeah, he can proc it. Gameplay wise, he can proc it better, and then still let Reverence use it should the need arise, and then he could just use his bows like he normally does.
Even if the need is to be really badass, but you know.
Yeah.
He's happy if Reverence is happy.
Oh,
What?
That's so sweet.
What?
You're surprised.
Both of us just
It came out of your mouth! What? I like to think
That was
this
such
all,
a genuine what, too.
this all crossed Noah's face in a matter of seconds. Just like, yeah, this is a good deal. Reverence, I will be happy if Reverence is happy. What? What did I just think? What?
You seem to have a brief crisis.
Small midlife crisis.
Midlife.
Where am I?
Reverence looks like she's considering things really hard for a second. And she says,
Remember,
if you give me...
You could take your time on it. It's not a big deal.
No, I mean, here's the thing. If you give me half the money, we can share it.
That sounds wonderful. He is so overjoyed about this bargain.
Give me 5,000 gold and we go halves.
He slams down 5,000 gold on the table.
She picks it up very fast. Counts it,
brand.
though.
On
That's
brand.
so much. You're gonna count 5,000 gold.
Yes.
On
Do
the
you have it in
table
gold or
right
platinum?
Gold.
All right. She sits the fuck down and starts counting.
now? Oh, thank God. Alright.
Well, because
Well-
I imagine Noah just kind of slammed some coins on the table and he doesn't have to. Because one of us is going to have
Well-
to count out 5,000 gold.
Not if you keep them in bags of 5,000 or 1,000, which is
I
reasonable.
was
Yeah.
gonna say he probably keeps them in bags of like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever. He likes to keep his gold precise. He's
That's
very
really nice.
efficient with his gold.
That's
he
that's
should
nice
be.
and all. Reverend sits down and starts counting the gold.
Yeah.
No, she
It does not matter.
And she kind
and
of,
Noah's fine with this.
she like lays the sword down for Noah to enjoy.
Just look at
Noah picks it up and he's overlooking and he's just in awe. He
Noah, I
hugs
think
the
this
sword.
official. Please be careful, first of all. It's sharp, it's a sword. I
It's
think this
fine.
officially makes us friends.
Noah goes, what?
I think we're friends now. Reverence holds out a hand.
Still counting the money with the
Still-
not even
yeah.
looking up.
Yeah, no, she's not looking up. She hasn't like she's counting money with one hand. She holds the other one out for a handshake.
He gives a handshake.
Reverence nods without looking up, retracts the hand, keeps counting the money.
Noah chuckles and keeps admiring the sword.
Alright. Friendship formed.
Friendship
Friendship
formed.
activated.
Holy shit.
It only took you like 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Listen,
it was a slow progression. Okay.
Just
Yeah,
Reverence
take
is a
time.
simple woman.
Is
Sharp
she?
things and money, and then you're friends.
I guess.
And then your friends.
She got half her money back, and she still gets to use the really, really cool weapon. So like, duh.
Alright. And that's where we're gonna fucking leave it because it's 4.
Yeah, it is.
Holy
Yeah, I'm
shit.
really tired.
We
But
did
yeah,
it.
after that we can get to the ship because there's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's what Merritt bought, but it's just like a leather bracer.
Us too.
I'm really
Where's
sorry I
Red
was
Arm?
late, and then this episode had a lot of reverence in it.
It's
No,
fun.
it was. Here's the thing. It was a very good episode.
I feel bad.
It's a good episode.
We're good.
I kissed Rizla today.
Sure
As long
did.
as
Sure
Laura's
did.
face is out there.
And guess what? We saw Rizla.
Hey Delta, can you just like send me?
Can you post that art real quick?
You just
Right now?
posted it in Discord.
Can you just like?
Can we just stare?
Can you
Maybe
just-
so.
Can you just
The
give
thing
that
is, he's
to
very
me?
handsome.
He's just.
The thing is,
It's buried in all the other NPC icons. Give him a minute.
God, please give me a minute. My computer doesn't like operating or being on.
Word.
Reasonable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Ah, there he is.
Shit.
Save.
Hold on, now I can change my avatar.
Oh.
Ah,
Hell yeah!
Oh shit!
Gallery. Downloads. Resline. Set as. Home screen.
As soon as he said downloads, I'm like, on your phone? Haha! Gallery. God.
There he is.
There he is.
This motherfucker who took over a year.
He's very
How
elusive.
long have you like had this art too?
the whole time.
Here's the thing, he would have had to prepare for like if any of us were assholes at all.
Yeah.
Like, so like
I was
from-
prepared for the game master to rip off his mask.
Oh damn!
Ooh. Oh shit.
Damn,
Shit.
that was a long time.
That was
Yeah,
the
it was.
first arc, y'all.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hey.
it was.
You know we need this as like an icon we can like.
It doesn't have as
Yeah.
strong as an emotion as his mask.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Like, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful image, but I don't think...
The
It
mask
doesn't have the
is
I don't
same
think
just so
it's an icon.
foreboding.
visceral effect. Yeah. Oh my god.
He's out there.
This is the love
Cryptid's
of my
spotted.
life.
Cryptid fucking spotted.
Finally.
Finally.
It took a year of just dredging through.
Hey,
Hey.
Reverence and I are in love with this man.
Me, Benji, also, yes.
Me, Benji, also.
Both of you have merchandise of Mask Face.
Sure fucking do.
Now we need merchandise of Unmasked.
You think I won't buy a print of this and put it on my wall? You're wrong. I will.
I don't doubt it. In fact, I would be kind of disappointed if you didn't.
Yeah. So happy. I'm literally just sitting here staring
So
at my
good.
phone.
I'm so glad I don't have to worry about accidentally spilling the beans. He's out there, finally.
He's
Out
free.
God, Siren, you
Reverence,
missed how
kiss
close
him.
he was.
Oh my god.
Before
I almost-
the day that you weren't here.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I very nearly put out this image.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
That's true.
And you wouldn't have seen it because I would have deleted it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been really upset.
Like Delta was like, oh whoops. Almost put that out. That's not. And we're like, oh yeah, no, not while Siren is not here. No.
Not without me, bitch.
You would have been so pissed. It was bad enough that the inflict wounds hit.
Don't even talk about that.
But yeah, Voldemort's free.
Also,
I hate that.
don't.
called it. Change. God.
Yeah, you called it from the fucking beginning, absolutely.
Yeah. God, when the barn thing happened and like there was barely any sort of indication, especially because y'all started like whispering the conversation, and I was like, is he a changeling? And then it was just like I wondered about it more when Merritt got way too close and saw like through the mask eyes. It was just white, and I'm like, is he a changeling? I don't think I asked that time, but I thought it hard. But yeah, God. Okay. I don't know if you could hear me banging on my desk.
Suspicions confirmed.
What happened to this poor boy? I'm so sad.
So many things.
God, I'm so sad.
Hey, Delta.
I almost
Hmm?
cried.
Oh no.
I thought about it. Did you cater this character to me on purpose? Because
Absolutely not.
it's astounding how he is perfectly crafted for me to love.
That's not. I did not do that. That's just Rizlan Laura at 100%
You fucking
organic.
did it. Like you did it on accident, sure, but you hit all the lists.
Listen,
Every one of
just-
them.
I'm just really good at making characters that you like.
You are. He's like no man will ever live up to this.
Fucking real.
If there was a thing in life that I could do, it would be take Rizlan Lorad and make him real and marry him.
No man could ever possibly live up to Rizlan Laura.
I
Oh,
did you hear how serious my voice was? Because I meant
No, you turned
No,
into a
you-
robot. That's how serious it was.
Yeah.
Am I still a robot?
No,
No.
No, you're good.
I don't know why that happened.
because you were serious.
True.
it's for emphasis. Too much emphasis.
Hey, also, thank you for the sword. Oh my god, I love you.
The sword,
Very
you've
good.
also managed to cater to me exactly with this sword.
I mean, have you ever thought perhaps we just have similar interests?
We do, is the thing. And it works out really,
And I'm
really
actually
well for me.
just catering to myself.
Yeah.
It's perfect because it works out really, really well for me.
Yeah, here's the thing, Delta. You make really good shit.
I just have really good taste, is the thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly.